some men that don't got the freedom, child support. They got they didn't been to jail before. They got, criminal records, or they got something that's holding them back, outstanding amount of debt. So it's jealousy, and it's like, I wish that I can do that. Then you got some other brothers who feel like, well, you don't have to leave the country to have it your way because I'm having it my way. And they don't understand. I'm not you and you not me. We all need to build ourselves, but you can't compare your experience to my experience. You know what I'm saying? You just can't, because what women allow goes based off different men. So you got some men, they have it their way. They don't gotta go nowhere. Other men, they struggle, or they feel like, you know what, let me go over here and play because it's just an overall better deal. That's just like the men. And then the women, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna speak on black women because I don't hear white women saying this about black men traveling. I'm just speaking to our brothers. I don't hear other races of women tripping on us traveling. But I think where they're losing us in so many different levels. So you got the high school level. You got young black men who go to prom with non-black women. Then if you want to go to the college level, you got black men that are in college who date non-black women, right? Who and they graduate as well, get married, all type. Then we can go to another level. The athletes, the NBA draft, the NFL draft, that's happening. Where every time you look at the NFL draft, most of the black men you see is with non-black women. Let's take it another layer. Celebrities. Every other day, you see celebrities coming out with non-black wives, non-black kids, forming kids like Jamie Foxx, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I can just keep going, just to name a few, but it's happening on so many levels. And to the black woman, they feel like we're just losing on all levels. Like, don't get me wrong. It's still a high clip of black men that only date black women and black men that only marry black American women. It's still a high clip. But from what we see, what's promoted, it seems like it's way more of us venturing out on all levels. And then on top of that, um, they don't like it because they feel like if you a black man that gotta go deal with this woman over here, and they do all the shaming tactics, they feel like you're not strong enough. You not this, you not that, you can't handle me. And we keep saying we don't want to handle you. We want to get along with you. We want to communicate with you. We want to make it work with you. But since you're gonna be so hard as a rock, I'm gonna go to a soft landing. Get your passport, fella.
Ooh. Hey, hey. Forrest Gump woke up and chose violence today, man. Hey, Rona, do me a favor. Drop one of the buns, because Rona got the soundboard over there. Drop one of the buns
Hold
for
on.
your young brother. Man. Hey, that young brother cooking for real, for real. I agree with everything you said, man. And it is on all levels, but at the same time, this is not a game, in my opinion. This is not a game of our doing. We're just unwilling participants in it. You know what I mean? And there's some people like say they gonna pick up their ball and go home. I don't have to play this game. I can go here to Columbia where the game is in my favor. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta call I got next. Hey, who got next? No, you get to pull up in Columbia and say I got now. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, you cooked with that one, brother. Real.
Hold on, Charlie Shan. And let
Go
me
ahead.
just say just one more thing. Black American men feel free. They got a passport, don't got no debt. They don't got no girlfriend. They don't got nobody holding them back. You feel like you free as a bird. We feel the same way the multi-millionaire feel in America, who having it his way.
Ooh.
When we got our passport and we can, fly when we want to, and we can go to other countries and enjoy the fruits of our labor and our hard work, and we getting that type of reciprocation that we love to feel because it feels good, and you actually is benefiting off the culture, the economy, the way things are, and you're celebrated, not tolerated, we feel free as birds, just the way the millionaires feel free as birds over here. And they don't understand that. And I don't know why. I just don't know why. But I'm gonna leave it right there.
Hey, bro, he been in the library and the gym at the same time. Bro, go to a gym berry. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, bro, get
He
smarter
reading while
and
he working
stronger.
out.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Low Key Lux. He said Constantino Obo. I think that's a place in Turkey. Where's Milano say salute, shout out to you, brother. He say, he goes on the right. I'm also, he said, I like this. I'm in the Dominican Republic right now. Hey man, go meet my little chick at the mall for me. Give about $20. Tell her I sent you. No, I'm joking with you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Enjoy yourself, bro. He said the travel god is here. Shout out to you, man. Pulling up, showing love. We got Chalupa in the chat. I think I seen Jody pull up. Hey Jody, what's up? Let me I'm gonna get back to some of you guys' comment, but listen, while the kitchen is heated up, man, we might as well go and keep cooking. Ain't no preheating shit right now. Like Black Cleaner come in with the bombs, then goddamn it, foreign guys pull up in foreign suit. I mean, and follow suit. So Ronan, the ball's in your court. What you got for us, big homie?
Hey, that brother was cooking, man. I can't really mess with that. Hey, why you got me following him? Jesus.
You know what I mean? I don't want to follow him, brother. It's hard to follow him.
I just want to accent a little bit of what he said. It's like, you know, Black women, they're our preference. Just like in every other culture, the preference of that woman is their local man. Mm-hmm. Now, if they're not acting right or they perceive they're not acting right, the economy's bad, then obviously hypergamy kicks in and they're going to want their best option. And sometimes, most of the time, the best option is that foreign man that comes in. But the point of what I'm trying to say with that is even Black women in America are scared of competition. They have a sense of self-entitlement like they own the Black man exclusively. And because of the passport and people learning about social media and learning to travel and feeling a little more comfortable about stretching out their wings, now for the first time ever, Black women are in competition to keep their men. Ooh. And that's a problem for them. Man, that is a problem for them.
That's deep. You need to hit yourself with the bomb right there.
No, man, y'all setting the bar too high for you.
No offense, like I said. Listen. No offense, because I have married 2 Black women.
Bruh.
I have 4 sons.
Bruh.
2 grandchildren, and one of which is a female granddaughter. So I'm not hating on Black women or the Black community, but y'all got to do better. We can't fix y'all. Y'all need to start talking amongst yourself and stop calling the ones that are trying to fix y'all, or at least get y'all to open your eyes of the direction of our community, and calling them pick-me's and everything else, trying to demean them, and start listening.
I think
because guess what? The Black race ain't going to die none. Because as the YT man says, 1 drop of Black means they're Black. Our descendants are always going to be Black. And we can either do it with y'all, with Black women, or we can do it with other women and turn them Black. Which way you want it?
Oh, but here's the thing. Here's a caveat to that, though, Ronnie. I think that's so ignorant when women think like just because you date out of America, you're not dating Black women. Like it's only only Black women are in America.
But it doesn't matter. Even if we weren't, even if we weren't dating Black women, the point is, any child of ours are still Black children.
That's a fact, though. Dominant genes.
Oh, yes. Oh, you guys can be successful and independent and die with a dog alone with a cat and say you're happy. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Black culture ain't going to die because we're still having kids with other women.
That's a fact, though. That's melanating the world, man. All heroes don't wear capes.
By the way, put them motherfucking capes up. Stop trying to save these hoes.
Because they don't want to be saved. I thought 3 6 Mafia taught us that.
No, wait. They want to be saved, but after 35. Let's get that right.
No. Okay. No, that's not
they
being
saved. They won't have
saved.
hot girl summers and all of that shit.
They want a pension plan through your hard work and your hard labors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want. They want a goddamn pension
plan. Soft life.
Yeah, right. Offer you after they got done living their life.
Hey, didn't we see old girl on Bro Channel? She said, man, she just tired of living the struggle life, so she ain't fuck with no broke dudes. That was crazy. I don't know who else caught that, but that was Baby said. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Chalupa right. Oh, real quick. Oh yeah, Chalupa right. He said the college girls was fine as hell, and so were her friends. That's what I'm thinking you meant, because it said here, friends. It said this was back in 2004. Yeah,
I
I
think you're
agree.
talking about the snow bunnies.
Yeah, well, you know, I see. I didn't have that experience, so I have little to add there. But I remember only time I went to college was to pick up chicks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say when I was in my early 20s and shit like that. Like, say we was very popping in the city, so we stayed at colleges and fucking with chicks and shit like that. So there was that, and back then they were got there. And believe it or not, bro, college is damn near like the army base where chicks are getting down. Now, mind you, I was young as well then too, because like I say, I was probably like 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
Hello, Jody in the building. How you doing, love? She said, "Hey, Charlie, your angel is here." Well, I'm glad to see you, baby. Appreciate you pulling up and showing love. We got POV right, Foreign Skies. Shout out to you. Nah, young brother pulled up. Hey, he made up for all that time he missed. That brother been writing memoirs or some shit, man. You know what I mean? He came in and set the booth on fire.
Mhm.
Shout out to the good brother Cool King, man, in the building. He said, shout out to Charlie Chan TV from Cool King, man. Hey, I seen Cool King been moving around too, man. Shout out to you, man. Black Cleaner, your kinfolk cool as hell, man. I see he's a laid back, you know, tell it how it is type of dude, man, and I can respect that.
Man, later for Cool King, man. He tried to set me up last night. He wanted to have a Jerry Springer episode, man. Later for him.
Oh, he telling your business in front of somebody?
That's what he
Now, I seen
wanted.
him say-
You know,
I
he's
seen
over
him
here
tell you
like,
last
yo,
night
you
to say something
scared,
with your
man. If you
chest.
scared, say you scared. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm taking the high road. I ain't trying to be all scared. I'm just trying to, you know, show respect online. I'm in paradise right now. I ain't got to stoop to nobody's low level. Man, yo, Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer keeps the people entertained. Well, I'm not Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Hey, and that shit was like that was staged back then, man. When Jerry Springer got super popular, that was staged. But that's neither here nor there. Style King pull up and write. Hold on, I got you, brother. Adding to the panel. Cool King in the bit. Oh shit. Did I? Nope, I didn't. Give me 1 second. I got you, brother.
He came up to defend himself, didn't he?
No, I seen him telling you, say it with your chest. Shout out Cool King in the building. How you feeling, my good brother?
What up, Charlie Chan TV? Everything's all right today, brother.
What's good?
What up, everybody on the panel? Even Black Cleaner.
Salute to you, brother. Salute to you.
Wow.
Right.
Man, you tried to set me up last night, but you know, I still got love for my cuz, even though you was trying to make it a Jerry Springer episode.
Now I seen him. He said, "What you want to talk about? Say it with your chest."
See, you didn't allow things to go a certain way because you wanted to dictate that situation. I'm not mad at that because that was your time to speak.
Yeah.
But I came to you with a couple of things to add a little bit of controversy to the show, and you didn't want that. I can respectfully respect that, dog. This is your thing, and I'm your wingman. So I gotta be your wingman and go with what you're saying in the moment. But I would have liked to have done it a little different. And then when we came to panel, you switched up on me, bro. You tucked your tail in your ass, and you didn't step up and speak your shit.
Hey. Let's try to dial back the profanity a little bit, but I get where you going.
My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
No,
I got it.
But yeah, no, you definitely
And
good,
then
bro.
you tried to pull a Jay-Z and throw it on me. And everybody in the chat that it wasn't live, go back and look back. And then y'all give me your opinion. Was I trying to? No, you switched up on me in the last minute, dog. I still love you to death. And we still live every Monday night. But yeah, you switched
Don't
up
get mad at me because you ain't a good interviewer. I told you to ask the questions. You just didn't know how to ask the right questions.
Hey, we can't turn this into Family Feud now. I feel
Oh
you.
man, this is Charlie Chan, boy. The drama.
I knew
Always
POV was
the
gonna say
drama.
something.
But he didn't want to do it on his panel, so now it's happening on somebody else's panel.
Well,
So,
believe it or not, Cool
at that
King,
point,
that's
bro,
what a lot of
Before
people
y'all get into it, because I go to bed at 10, I just want to say shout out to everybody on here rolling. The show yesterday was good with you two. I guess I missed the drama. I fell asleep, but all with that soothing music, you know, I just fell asleep. But I'll watch it back and see
The
all
music
the
you
drama that was
created,
going on.
Hey,
What?
Oh, okay. Why I got you on the panel, POV? Do I owe you anything for Because like I
No,
tell people, huh?
no, you don't owe
Okay.
me anything.
But
When I get there, I gave out like 10, 15 songs, so it ain't nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't even tell them I made it.
well, no, I'm not. Listen, the last thing I want to do is steal another man's credit. You know what I mean?
I'm
Especially
trying to get my boy to
Nah.
do me a song. Star King.
It, man,
He's
it's
up in the-
AI. It ain't like I'm in the studio doing something. So don't even worry
he ain't
about
going to
it.
booth and try. But my intro and my outro was done by that man there. We're gonna have to get
Okay.
some more
What?
songs.
Bravo. Come on, man.
Yeah,
That was
you-
hot. Hot,
Yeah.
man. I
do
need
your
an
thing.
intro like that. I got to come up
Huh?
with AI intros and stuff. I need an intro, man.
All right,
Somebody,
maybe
my
I'll
boy,
look into it. What type of music you like?
Either way, man, what you did for him was hot. I don't mind the, especially
All right,
for
I
Ronan.
can't do the same thing over.
Now,
So I'll see if I can try to get you
It's
something.
got to be more corporate, you know. But for the Ronan Towers channel, man, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I got a
Alright.
country song out there, bro. I go every which way when it comes
Shout
to
out to
music.
Style
Whoa,
King pulling up.
pause.
Saying salute, bro.
I said
But
when it comes
I'll
to
look into
music
it.
now.
Yeah.
Say what we
I
talking
did
about.
clarify before I said it.
Nah,
Okay.
he a wizard with it, man. Like I say, both of my songs is by that brother right there, man. He dropped. Hey, as soon as he sent me the outro, I said, "Oh no, I already got the visual in mind for it. I just got the little battle scarred war line and the dude that looked like he's in the apocalypse. You know what I mean? Both one in the
Oh,
same.
Danny, he got a Filipino number, man. I did a multicultural, like multi-language song too, and my girl sings that shit in the background sometimes. She'd be like, "Oh man, that song just came to her mind," and she'll start singing it. But yeah, man, if you can come out with something like bilingual, that's even better, especially in Tagalog or something. The Visayan, do your thing, Danny.
All right,
But yeah,
I'll look
I'm
into
looking forward to
it.
anything
We'll
coming
see.
my way, man.
We'll work it on in the back. Yeah, I will do something
Yeah.
for probably my members on the show. I know Roland, the other Roland did the same things, but I'll try to do something in the back for my members and show them how to do it. So no, it's fine. I'll see what I can do for you. I gotta learn everything. It's gonna take some time, so give me some time.
Like I said, I already messed around with Suno, and I do some AI music myself. Somebody got something like a rap or something. They got. I'm not good with lyrics, bro. I'm not good with lyrics. So, the
Okay.
AI only does as much as you get. You get what I'm saying? But I know Suno. I know the other one, that the Sono or something like that.
Yeah,
Sonar.
that's what
I
does
use
it.
both of those.
Sono AI.
Yeah.
And
So I use
ChatGPT
both
can
of
write
those
the lyrics
before I
for
made
you. That's the whole thing. But I got to come up with a concept. I got to see the style and stuff like that. But once you get past the style and what you want to do, visualize it in your head and try to get it ChatGPT to put it in a format and just put it in Sono, and then you got a song. Now my songs don't come out perfect, so that's in my head, but they even come out way better than I'm thinking.
No,
So
you dropping
I know. No,
my raps are terrible.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
one of the
well,
songs-
you got to put in something because he be making it personalized. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you be putting in something.
Yeah, or I look at your channels while I'm doing it. So I'm always
okay.
looking at your channels and seeing what you're doing. Now oh man, I got to see what I can do with now because ChatGPT, I probably put your whole channel in there and see.
Yeah,
what it
it'll
says.
read who that personality is and everything. Yeah, I've done that before too. Actually, Notebook LLM does a really good job.
Hey, I think
Analyzing your
the
hook,
one song
everything,
you wrote
yeah.
for somebody about me
Take
sounded like it was a
Notebook
diss track.
LLM, give it your link for the channel, and it will assess the hooks, everything that's popular about that channel. It'll assess it, break it down to where you can either replicate it or at least get a personality trait off of that page to replicate it.
In the building. Shout out.
Paul is my homegirl, so she's in there. She's saying what's up. She don't speak English, but she's saying what's up.
Okay. She's in the chat.
She's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Shout out to her. I don't see. You say her name, Paul?
Paul.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, Solo Asia. Hola, come on, stop.
Miguel, you stupid. Miguel, you stupid.
Okay. I mean, hey,
Miguel
listen,
said Ronan just punched about 85% of Black American women dead in their coochie with that tape. Ways up.
city boys. For sure,
You're
sure,
right.
man. Shout out to
Look,
my
they ain't-
good brother
listen, here's
Miguel,
the thing.
man. Miguel,
Women,
if you want to
Black
pull up,
women
you know
think
you
they're the
always welcome.
cradle of society. Let me say this. Black women think they're the cradle of society, and rightly so. But your coochie does what for us? You take our seed and replicate it. Yes, you can replicate a seed, and yes, all that, but the true nature is in the Black man's seed.
Hey,
Okay, so we can
when
take
they-
that
when-
without your coochie and get it done like like Miguel
quick.
just said. That was easy. He said it that way though.
No, shout out to Miguel for that, bro. He a real one. But
Shout
real
out
quick,
to
when they say
Miguel.
the bun in the oven, the woman is the oven. The man got to put the bun in there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, shout out to you for that. Yeah. Shout out
He said punch him right dead in the coochie. God.
dead in the coochie, didn't he? Oofsta.
You don't be holding no punches, huh?
Nah. But okay, Ronnie, spinning the block. I got that term from the good brother on the panel, Cool King. We got to spin the block on the on the topic right fast. I want to get Ronan's take then before, because I know POV be ducking out, so I want to get Ronan's take and then POV take. Then if I can't get Cool King take. So what's your thoughts on it, Ronnie?
Oh, which one? What are we
just-
talking about right now?
Just why men get judged so harshly for their choices?
Like I said, and like the brother just said earlier, hey, they are looking at us like they have exclusive rights to us. You know, we're not supposed to want anything other than them. Even despite their attitudes, despite their personality traits, their demanding nature, them trying to flip over their traditional values, hold us to our traditional values, but allow them to be, bad girl summer and all these other crap things that they want to do to be boss bees in this world, to compete with us and all these other things. They want to break with tradition, but they want a good traditional man when they ready to settle down. It don't work both ways.
Right.
Pick and choose your battles. Because if you go down that wrong way, it's like coming up to a fork in the road. You take that one fork, guess what? There might be no points of return. You take this other road,
it's a
you
one
go
way.
along to get around. Yeah.
You
Think
know
about
what,
it like
Ronnie?
that.
You touched on something with that, because I'm telling you what put me in the mind of when I used to travel out to Cali. Man, if you miss your exit, man, you got to drive probably about 10, 15 miles out of the way just to get back on track.
Exactly my point. And sometimes you might not be able to get back on track. You just got to take a parallel route and maybe merge back in, or you're gonna hit the city at a different angle.
Right. So no, you cooking with that. Danny say, gotcha. Style King pulling up, showing love. Shout out to you, bro. I don't think he pulled up on the channel in a while and chopped it up, but I'm working on consistency, guys.
I just dropped the link in my channels. By the way, if you hit my link, make sure you subscribe to Charlie Chan TV out of my channel. Please hit the like button on Charlie Chan TV and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get this brother up to 1,000 so he can be monetized legitimately. Now those cash apps work too.
They definitely
he gets
work.
that immediate gratification. He don't have to wait for no check from YouTube taking 30%.
Yeah,
you know, you ain't felt that pain. You ain't felt that pain yet. You will.
That's a fact. What's the Paula goes on to write? Bien, yeah, todo bien. Muchas gracias, mi amor. But yeah, I'll be working a little bit on the side. POV. I know you got your Spanish down.
Nah, my Spanish still needs a lot of work, but we working on it.
So what's your
I'm
thoughts
fluent
on the
in
topic,
Google
POV?
Traductor.
Say that again.
He's fluent in Google Translator. In other words, he's just trying to make it sound all fancy and shit.
My thoughts on why men are being why judge
his
men's choices?
Right.
A lot of times, see, this is the thing. I do think men should be judged on their choices.
Not
A
their
lot of
choices.
times,
I think men should be judged on their decisions, though, not their
the
choices.
decisions.
Yeah.
So the decisions, but men should be leading the way, and it should be judged by other men, not women. So other men need to lead us in the right direction, and I think that's a problem with this society. A lot of us are not being led by the right people. Meaning, a lot of us and I grew up with my mom, so
Dr.
I know the
Umar.
same thing. We all, a lot of us grew up with our mothers, and a lot of our mothers is taking the role of the man, and that's who we are looking up to, and they're not guiding us in the right way to be the men we should be. So I think that's why we make a lot of bad decisions. Especially younger generation. It seems like the worse the younger the generation is, the worse they're getting off.
I
And
wholeheartedly agree with you, brother.
yeah, so it's. I wish we were more. I actually wish we were more judgmental on each other and held if men were held to a higher standard within ourselves, not by women. If you get what I'm saying.
Nah, wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So in that sense, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. But that's what I believe in, and hopefully I answered it right. Hopefully I answered the
there's
question
no
the
right
way
or
it's
wrong,
supposed
brother.
to be. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no right
But
or wrong. It's just
if
your
I
answer.
understood the question, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. I think you relayed that perfectly though. But at the same time, I think that is a place of. I think you touched on something very important, because I think that's where our community is where it is, because with a lot of men absent, we left a lot of women, emotional women, to raise these young boys, and now they're emotional like the women that raised them.
Yep.
That's why they
Emotional.
have no conflict resolution. That's why if a person say one thing to them that they don't like, it grounds to slide on them. You see what I'm saying? So that's when like women are involved and shit like that. So I agree wholeheartedly.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I kind of touched on that on my live yesterday when Avery got on. You know, our families are being self-buck broken, you know, with the man not being in the home. And because, you know, the woman is the single mother raising them, you know, you're the only person that you have as a role model is them to follow. And so the guys start to follow their ways, their mannerisms, you know, thinking emotionally rather than thinking logically, you know, all of those things. But why is that? It's because of the fear. I mean, they talk about history back in slavery where they had the biggest, strongest, smartest man on the plantation who was ready to revolt. They would, you know, drag him out in front of everybody, tar and feather him, and, you know, humiliate him and then kill him. To, you know, let that be a lesson to everybody on the plantation. If you try to be like that and strike against us, this is what's going to happen to you. So that put fear in the women to not raise their boys to go against the master. So now you have all of these, as they say, these you put that mommy simp gene in the sons, and that's what you raise. You raise the you know, the physically strong, you know, guy, but mentally weak guy. But a lot of that stuff is we're starting to go ahead.
The term is called son husbandry. Don't be a son husband. Break the fucking road.
Yep.
But go ahead, Black King. I just wanted to put that term out there.
Oh no, I'm done. You basically, that's all I was saying. I was just saying that that's what the result of it is when you have all of these guys who are son husbands and, you know, these mommy simps and all of that. It's because there is no man in the home to be able to show them how a man is supposed to act and how it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to be emotional. We're supposed to be logical. You know, we're supposed to go out and, you know, get it how we live it. We ain't supposed to be trying to live the soft life like mommy.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, real quick, before you let Miguel in, a lot of us black men in America, we got to take off our own training wheels.
Elaborate, brother.
So basically, we don't have a lot to go off of, and then we kind of live and learn. And that can be a positive or a negative. But for most of our Black American men, it don't pan out the way it should as far as good examples. And then it's our generational curses, it's our environment, it's then the white man holding us back with a lot of things that like generational pressure and all. It's so messed up to where it's like, okay, if I'm trying to do right, I don't know where to start. But if I'm already set back by my family and then I'm just left out here on my own, that's how we get a lot of drug dealers and killers and men who can't even think logically for themselves. And then we was raised around women, only women, no fathers around. So then it's the emotion that's in us that drive us to make unlogical decisions as we get older. So by the time we 25, 30, we didn't already made mistakes that set us back, like really set us back. And then it's like when we try to look for any type of role models or men to look up to, there's only few far in between. And you know how some Black men is, when they get theirs, they don't come back. They don't come back and help. Or when they do, us Black people, the environment, we tear it up. We don't treat the businesses or the opportunities right. And they be like, you see, that's why I didn't come back and help. This is exactly why, because of what y'all do and trying to get over on another Black man. So it's just, we got to fend for ourselves and learn for ourselves, and we don't make the best decisions as we get older.
I think
Here's the big
I
thing,
think
and I agree with you. The biggest thing for young men, though, is to be pliable. What you've been taught by your mother is you don't need nobody saying shit to you. Don't say nothing to my baby. And you guys pick up on that. Men learn from other men. Iron sharpens iron. You got to be willing to listen to older men in order to get the instruction you need to be so that you can break that role. If women keep on telling you, don't let nobody say nothing to you, son, whether it makes sense or not, that's the emotional side of the house, not the analytical, logical side of the house. Somebody's teaching you, take it.
Yeah. Shout out to Susu pulling up, showing love. Real quick, let me welcome my good brother Miguel to the panel. How you doing, bro?
What up, Miguel?
Good. What's good? What's good, everybody? Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, man? So, like, as far as the topic, judging people by their choices, I try not to do that now. I may be, some of the choices I see some people make, I may give them the side eye or whatever like that. But I'm more or less, I look at the outcomes. You know what I'm saying? So like, what I like to say, especially when people give me advice and then when people ask me for advice and then they don't follow the advice or they don't follow, I'm like, oh, okay, well, you want to go ahead and whatever floats your boat may sink my ship. If you like it, I love it. Go ahead. If you want that pain, because a lot of times, man, we're like that kid. You can tell, like, for instance, my son, when my boys was young, I used to tell them all the time, like my one son, he had a fascination with the iron. He would, like, as soon as you turn around, and everybody, for those of us who have kids, man, you turn around for 2 seconds, them little, bro, they will get into all kind of shit, bro. Turn your back for 2 seconds, they into all kind of shit. So there's one time, my son, his mom was ironing something for me, and she turned around to tell me something. Then all of a sudden I heard he just started yelling, screaming. She turned around, he ripped the iron down with the cord. He was just like starting to walk and stuff. So he ripped the iron down and he kissed it.
Damn.
Bro, his lips was black and purple for about, I can't even tell you, bro. He looked like he was smoking pounds and pounds of weed, bro. Like his lips was, and then it like had, we had to put the petroleum jelly in, you know what I'm saying? Like for the burns, it kept peeling off. Finally, they turned pink again, but probably for about a good month. But after that, and she felt so bad, and I was just like, hell, sometimes you got to go what you got to go through. And then something similar happened with my daughter. I remember one 4th of July. Bro, she was so fascinated by the fireworks. We kept telling her, no, Nah, no, you can't go over there. You can't go over there. So we doing fireworks. Man, my wife put her down at the time, and I'm putting sprinklers in the yards. I'm putting sprinklers down in the yard. I done told this girl no. Like I think she was probably like maybe 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old, and she looking like, oh my god, bro. She grabbed this. She grabbed a sparkler. I said sprinkler, my bad, a sparkler. And she was like, that shit was so hot. She was over there like, she couldn't even believe it. And I was, that's what you little badass get. Like people trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for real, it's like sometimes you got to experience that fucking pain. Excuse my French, but sometimes you got to experience that pain. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of brothers got to go to, because even those of us who have that father figure or have somebody that we could talk to and this and that, you may go to them and they'll give you good advice, but a lot of times this is too damn hard. You know, we all got people that we know. You try and talk to them, you try to point them in the right direction, and they go ahead and they do the opposite. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Keep bumping your head then. Keep on bumping your head. Like I don't know what to say about it. Like I don't know what other outcome you expect. You keep doing the same stuff and then expecting a whole different outcome. So
Right.
Correct.
So on that note, man, we could teach our kids everything under the sun, bro, and they gonna still end up doing what they want to do in life. They're gonna walk the path that they want to walk in life.
Yeah.
We just
Well,
gotta
here's the
be
thing, Cool
silent,
King.
bro.
I said there's two type of people out there. It's some people you could tell the fire hot, and some people they gotta stick their hand in the fire to figure it's hot. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? What person you gonna be? So yeah, no. I just wanted to add that, but King, you was cooking. What's your thoughts on it?
I was waiting for the opportunity to speak on the true topic, which was if you
Yeah,
would spin
spinning
the
the
block
block.
real quick to enlighten the
Yeah, sure.
people.
You got it. The floor yours, bro.
All right, so why men go abroad and looking for
Why
a
are
certain women?
men judged like so harshly for their choices?
I just feel like men are just tired of dealing with women in the U.S. Women around the world and these other places are built to cater to their men more than women in America. So I feel like that's the main reason when men go out the country searching for love. And they ain't necessarily always searching for love. It's just looking to be treated better.
Yeah.
So on that, I'm gonna land with that because I don't want to, I don't like to go on for 25 minutes and it take me 25 minutes to get to my point. So there I'm gonna land, and that's not a bad reason why men go out the country seeking.
Well, I think, and with that being said, I think Ronan and Foreign Skies touched on something when it's like they feel like they have exclusive rights to the same men that they put down and that they say that they ain't shit and stuff like that. They got exclusive rights to those men, and those men should wait till they're done with their hot girl summers and all of that shit to scoop one of them up after they done put a million miles on that box. Then you should be able to come in and save her from all her bad decisions.
right. I'm not. Yo, bro, I'm not with
Wow.
that. I don't know. Has anybody seen like so like the New York Knicks point guard Jalen Brunson? So he getting all kind of hate, and I ain't even know this was going on. But when they showed his wife, he's married to a white lady. But guess what? He been with her since high school. You know what I'm saying?
They forget to omit that, Miguel.
I told you, Charlie. I told you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been with her since high school, so she saw the potential. But what you get with black women these days, they want a ready-made product. They could have whoever, oh girl, he dusty, he don't have nothing, he don't have this and that, he don't have whatever. But they don't understand that a lot of us are going through the process, and a lot of us are doing that to make ourselves great. And then don't get mad. Don't like I don't understand the whole mentality. It's like you gonna use black men as your whipping boy, or as to treat them so bad, and then you get upset when they choose different, or they choose to go somewhere else where they're appreciated. Right? Make it make sense.
That's a fact.
Like for real. So I'm not, and I'm not going to sit up here and say, the problem is, I'm not going to sit up here and say it's all women in America, specifically all black women. But my point is, if you open up your front door and you see 1,000 snakes out in your front yard, chances are some of those snakes ain't poisonous. Chances are some of those snakes won't kill you. But are you going to leave that damn front door open to allow them to get in to try and sort out which ones are which? Or you going to haul ass out the back and be like, y'all can keep that house. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going over to the new one. I'm going to the next house.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is what they really don't understand. And it's not up to us as men to sit up there. I love it when women be like, oh, you need to bring out the woman in me. You need to make me feel feminine. You need to do this. You need to do that. Like, it's so stupid, bro. And women are so, bro. Women keep women dumb, and women keep women single, bro. Because some of the dumbest stuff that they say, bro, it's ridiculous. When you actually sit down and you're like, wait, what? You need me to bring out your femininity? Like, let's reverse that just for so just say you meet a girl and you just sitting around and then you tell her, oh, well, I need you to bring out my masculinity. What?
Yeah.
They're gonna call you gay.
Yeah. You said it right. They're gonna call you gay.
Either that, or they'd be like, "Oh, he just can't handle me. He can't handle me." Well, bitch, my bad. I shouldn't have to handle
Miguel be triggered.
Bro, I shouldn't have to handle you. I got to go out here in the world and fight, for everything that I get. And I'm expecting you when I come home to make my castle, to make it a peaceful place. I shouldn't have to come home and have to handle you too. What kind of stuff is that? Like, what kind of, like.
And Miguel, why would I try to make a rock soft when I could just go have a soft landing?
Yeah,
fact.
That's a fact. Real quick, guys, let me welcome KB to the panel and stuff like that. We got young KB on the panel. How you doing, young brother?
I'm loving this topic, bro. I got shitted on. Yeah, I'm loving this topic. Man, you know me, Troy. I got some strong
What's up, Carl? Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, right. I got some strong opinions about this. I had I came back and I was at the gym, putting in that work, and then two of my buddies, oh, where you been, man? I'm like, yeah, I was in a little Bogota, I was doing my thing. And they're like, oh, what'd you do there? I'm like, so I showed a few pictures, some like, and they're like, yeah, but like, women are just women, like, they're women everywhere, right? They just women. I'm like, nah, these are better. And he's like, nah, they're not better. I'm like, bro, these are better. I'm telling you, like, they're better. It's like, nah, they the same. I'm like, well, have you ever been? Nah, I'm kind of scared of going because what they say on the news, that's dangerous. Brazil is dangerous. Like, you can't just be going there. I'm like, bro, if you've never been there, then why do you have such a strong opinion that if I'm telling you they're better, they're really better. That shit is not the same. And it sucks, but a lot of people, they ain't prepared to hear that. Part of it is the diet too. I think there's a McDonald's on every corner here, a McSlop King every corner. If you want to get a healthy meal past 10 p.m., I don't think it's possible in most places. But over there, they don't have shit like that. I mean, they do, but it's not. It's not like.
Let's try to peel back on the profanity. Yeah. We're trying to keep it clean.
Oh yeah, it's a kids show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think more guys would do better to just kind of get out there, because until you kind of get out there, like, you really don't know.
That's a fact. I agree. And then how you gonna talk down on something that you haven't experienced?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And the thing, Charlie, is they get low key racist with it too. That's what's crazy. So they'll be like, "Oh yeah, like you just dealing with these barefoot poor." And I'm like, "Damn, she's a civil engineer, right? Like she went to college for like civil engineer.
But
She
she,
just
but the one that said
like,
she went to DeVry Institute and her degree
yeah,
is way up.
Phoenix
She went to
University.
and she said, "I'm this lady that went to school." But yeah, no.
Yeah, community college, 2 years dropout.
Type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, started on the 2+2 program, completed one and never came back.
That's how I be too. But real quick, let me welcome my good brother OTO to the panel. How you doing, sir? How you living?
Kicking it in the Swiss Alps.
Brother over there in his
you in the Swiss Alps on their ass now?
That's what's up.
He over there in his little bathrobe, just chilling.
Yeah.
That brother over there
Where
getting his yodel on. Yodel. That's what's up, bro.
On the world tour.
He's cold. He's trying to play it off too.
Hey, OTO for hitting me. I just got out of a salt bath sauna. How you living?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I ain't gonna lie, yo. At least once in your life, you got to come out here, get yourself a car, and just drive through the Alps. It's been amazing. Views are ridiculous. People are pretty cool, and yeah, man, I can't complain. Next, I'm headed to Italy, Lake Como. So I'm super excited. Go look at some real estate. Just go enjoy.
Man,
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm trying to be like him when I grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
shout out to OTO, a man that's out there
trying
really
to be like you, Miguel. Come on, man.
Nah,
hey, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, though.
Yeah, shout out to you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, bro.
In the building, cool.
Yeah, probably in about a month.
Charlie.
Yeah, probably in about a month. I'm about to hit up Paraguay and then Uruguay and then shoot on over to Brazil. And then more than likely I'm gonna head over to Portugal for a while. See what's up there.
You got that Michael Jackson tour, that global tour going on. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about Spain, but then I was watching other channels and stuff and seeing how bad they be treating people over there, and I'm like, I ain't going nowhere to give nobody no money just for them to treat me bad just because the color of my skin. So
right.
Yeah, Spain is not on my. Yeah, it is not on my.
Okay, Spain. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's not on my list no more.
I heard good things about Spain, then I heard bad things. Just like back and forth with that country.
Yeah, they don't like tourists. Like they're having big problems with that apparently.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They really, they really against tourism. I mean, number one, they don't understand how economics work. It's kind of similar to what's going on out here in Medellin. The people really don't understand how people for the most part, people don't understand the dollar or whatever denomination their currency is in. They don't understand how it moves. They don't understand how it, you know what I'm saying? Like we got people over here. I know I said it before, but we got people over here in Medellin. They complaining, talking about the tourists are bringing up the cost of living, and it's like, no, you idiots! Like you just had a president that raised the minimum wage. I think earlier this year, I think it was 21% or something like that. Yeah, just raised it 21%, and they're expecting everything else to just remain the same. Yeah. When you raise the minimum wage, what do you think is going to happen? Like, stuff's not going to remain the same. That means that carton of eggs that you used to get for, maybe 20 pesos. Guess what? Now it's not 20 pesos no more. You might have to pay 30 pesos. Your rent that used to be maybe $300. Now it's $350. Everything increases.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The people, the employers have to pass that cost down to the consumer in order to get those same goods that you used to get at a cheaper price. And that's the same that's the same thing with rent and everything. But they don't understand, bro. They up over here. Oh, it's the tourists. It's because of the tourists. No, you stupid dummy. It's because of the tourism that you actually have billions and billions of dollars coming into your country, and we're actually helping you out. Y'all too.
God damn it, you passport bros, y'all done raised the price of mangoes, man.
Right.
What's wrong with you? You see how expensive these mangoes are?
Bro.
God damn it.
Everything raises up, bro. That's like people don't understand. They used to be like, well, back in the 70s, a loaf of bread was like 20 cents. Yeah, nigga, but you only made like $18,000 a year. Let's be real. Like you could, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I bought my house for $45,000. Okay, and what was your salary? Like really?
Wait, and then that house is now worth 750 to $1 million, depending on where it's located at. What you
Right.
complaining about?
Exactly. So yeah, a lot of people don't understand how money works, man.
Yeah, that's the fact. And a lot of times they think inflation is just prices going up, but it can actually be the quantity that you get is a lot smaller than what. Yeah, I remember a quarter bag of chips used to be a decent size back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Now you paying for air, bro. Like
Yeah, that's all you get, about 3 chips and a whole bag of Dorito air.
They tell you it's to maintain the crunch. That's what they tell you.
Yeah, all right. It's the way is to maintain that they pockets. You know what I mean? So now a lot of people, yeah, that's how they live, and that's how they think. Like you say, and I also tell people this. That's just like when people was protesting about paid minimum wage workers here in America, a lot more. And now that they're mad that a Whopper that used to be 99 cents is now $5 and $6. So,
exactly.
oh, you silly fool! You thought the CEOs was gonna take a loss? Well, you don't understand what the role of a CEO. They're not taking loss. They're not there to take loss.
Yeah, that's
You
a
gonna
fact.
take the loss before the CEO take a loss. That's why we got a Whopper without cheese is like $5.50 today.
Yeah, that's a fact. But one thing about it is everything will evolve, and we supposed to evolve with it. It's just a lot of us don't. And just real quick, I got a question. The Colombias, the Dominican Republics, like the Thailands, these countries that make billions of dollars off tourism, I always wondered, like, why does it take them, if they have that type of money flowing through their economy, why does it take so long for them to raise up the minimum wage and pay their workers more? And, things cost a little bit more now. Like, why do all this money be rotating in these countries, but the economy be staying the same for so long? I always wondered that.
Miguel could actually answer that.
It's called bureaucracy.
You were developing some properties, right?
Yeah. So
it's called bureaucracy.
Exactly. So the money that a lot of that money actually doesn't make it into circulation. What happens is you have a lot of politicians. Everybody got their hand in the cookie jar, and by the time that money, so where the economy actually flows from the tourist dollars is you have this micro economy of like dudes coming down there, and this is what they're now trying to get their hands on. The politicians are now trying to figure out a way, because now they're talking about having an adult zone down here in Cartagena. So for that, those who come down here for pay for play, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to push everything in one area. And I know the next thing after that is going to be, then, hey, whoever's out there doing that, whatever clubs or whatever, now it's going to be taxed heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because they are realizing that they're missing out. They don't even understand how much money they're missing out, because a lot of these transactions, are cash transactions. So now you have chicks out here who in maybe one night they're making a whole salary for a month, maybe, and then, bro, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of guys. You got a lot of guys who are married who actually know what their wife is doing, and and the chicks will tell you, oh, it's my job. It's my job. That's why, like, at first I really had to wrap my mind around. I'm like, You ain't punching no clock. This is not your job. But that's how they treat it. They will tell you this is my job, and they can compartmentalize it that way, bro. Like, nah, y'all really don't mean nothing to me. This is a job. I got a whole family at home that I'm only doing this. And like when you take a look at it, if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like, bro, shelter, food, all of that stuff, like, and they, a lot of people want to live comfortable, bro. So, I mean, you have somebody with, you even have a lot of chicks with education down here, but the opportunities lack. You know what I'm saying? They'll go to school, they'll do whatever, and they just can't find a job.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So what's left? Like, okay, well, I might as well get some money while I still got my youth and I still got my looks, and I know these people gonna pay me some money, to get what I got, So I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, to build on Miguel's
Magic
point,
Don Juan, Magic Don Juan said it best in that documentary, Great American Pimp. The coochie's gonna sell when cotton and corn won't. And it's funny that you said it's my job, because there was some female that was at my house one night, and she was talking to her family. And I'm sitting there, and she's speaking Spanish, and this is when I'm starting to understand Spanish, a little bit more. And she's talking to her family. She's like, "Yo, I need somebody to watch the kids," because she had the kids over my house with her. And so she calls around like, "Yo, I need somebody to come watch the kids because I gotta go to work." And in my mind, I'm listening to this chick. I'm like, "What? What work? Like what Miguel was saying? What work you got? You about to go to the club?" But yes, they do consider it to be work, because at the end of the day, what is their goal? Their goal is to, get, a couple of $100 at the end of the night. So, and at the same time too, you have to realize that it's legal here for them to be out here doing it. So anybody can go out there and go to work and get it how they live it. And that's why I don't hold it past anyone out here, because anybody who's behind on their rent, or I'm in a bind, Nate, as they said in the Set It Off movie, they're gonna go out there and do it.
Yeah.
It don't matter if they got a legal job working at the office, corporate, or they working at the call center or whatever. Let them fall back, or they have a medical bill or something. They getting out there. They're gonna take, and you won't even know about it. If you they man, you won't even know about it. They'll go take a couple of dates or break out their old client list or whatever and go do what they do, and they will come home like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, not the old client list, and then you got a home from the.
You got a whole roll.
Hold on.
Real quick, guys. Let me shout out my good brother, Mr. Peppers, in the building, man. Always pulling up, always showing love, man. Shout out to Mr. Peppers, man. A real good a brother of mine in this space, man. That's really a brother that's out there. He one of the brothers, like I say, like Mo Black. He working out there, putting in that work, and everything that he get when he go chill, you can see, bro, like enjoying the fruits of his labors, man. So shout out to Mr. Peppers kicking.
Well, hold on. To answer his question, it has to do with kind of like domestic investment and international investment. The problem is because like Miguel say, you have to grease so many palms. So a project that's only supposed to be $800,000, that is might already be over budget. After it's all said and done, 10 or 20% of the cost is already absorbed in just bribing people just to do a job. You might have already paid a guy, and just for him not to steal, you got to say, hey, you got to pay him to not steal from you. The police, you got to pay them so they can just do their job of not stealing, of not allowing people to just steal materials straight off the site. You got to pay the politician, because or else you're going to be waiting forever in order to get your permits. It's little things like that turn an $800,000 job into $1 million job. And then when they finish stealing from there, they don't just take bribes and they pocket it all. Now you got a downline as a politician, or a downline as the guy working your job. You got to pay your vice, and then he got to pay his people, and then he got to pay his people. And then by the time, so you pay the guy at the city or the senator, and then he goes in and he greases the mayor, and then the mayor greases, the people working in that office, and that's how shit gets done. And it's a problem because you never really get a real idea of how much things really cost, and shit ends up costing way more than it's supposed to be because you always got to bribe people to get anything done. And then international businesses, they don't want to put up with that. Why would I want to put up with a country where I have to bribe people and do illegal stuff in order to get things done? Because that's illegal in America. You can be
No,
fined
that
for
ain't.
that.
Hold on. No,
No,
it's not.
no.
They actually
No,
got it from America.
hold
Haven't you
on.
ever heard Haven't you ever heard
Let
of
me
the $1 million
finish.
hammer?
If a foreign company goes into another country and they're found to have committed bribery or some kind of illegal action like that, you can actually be sued by the U.S. government for that. If, for example, Brazil wants to pursue it, for example, they want to pursue it, now you become a target of whatever politician. It doesn't matter how many times you already greased them. If they want you, they're gonna have you. So you best not participate in
You know,
general.
you just put me in the mind of well, who said that? Fleece Judson. I like you and I want you.
Sometimes they want you. Sometimes they're like, hey, now it's your time. I need these political points. I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Look at this
No,
American gringo come into our country stealing from us.
Yeah,
So yeah.
KB is absolutely correct. So the difference is in the United States, it is illegal, but there is a lot of ways that politicians get around that stuff, i.e. campaign donations. You can donate whatever you want to somebody's reelection campaign. And guess what? They don't have to return that money. If they decide, say, hey, I'm dropping about the race. They don't have to return, bruh. It's so many different ways they get around all of that. It's crazy. So,
The different
but
in Colombia, if somebody gives you a certain amount of money and you don't do what they tell you to do, or you renege, you might get assassinated. Not the first president to
yeah,
get assassinated, or
yeah, but you
candidate to
have
get
no,
assassinated.
you have no recourse. There's no recourse here. In the United States, there's not to say that that type of stuff doesn't happen, but you have more protection in the United States. You have more protection in the United States than anywhere else on the planet for
Mm-hmm.
for things like that. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen at all. It just happens in different forms, in different formats. You know what I'm saying? Over here, they don't care. Like we literally had the dude from the power plant. He pulled up at our appointed time, and he was like, "Oh, we're not gonna be able to make it, but we can get you in next month." We was like, "Next month? Like, what are you talking about?" Then he was like, "Well, we had another job that ran longer, but if you give me 400 mil pesos, I can have the guy here in 10 minutes." So we
That's
was like,
crazy.
Damn, yeah,
we was
that's
like,
crazy.
what?
It's gonna
So we
cost
was
you
like,
about
man, here you go.
350.
So here you go, bro. So it was $100. The truck pulled right up.
So the dude
Like, for
was
real.
essentially camped around the corner then.
Camped around the corner.
That's crazy.
Buddy hit him, and he, all right, yeah, come through. They paid.
You're right.
Like,
You gonna pull up.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Real quick, guys,
I'm
let me
telling
read shout out to Vibing with Misha. She write, what up, what up, what up? Shout out to y'all. Wish I could hop on, but I have to get up early. I'm going to tune in while at work. I'm gonna see if I could go live this weekend. Shout out to you. Just let me know. I'll pull up.
All right. Shout out to you right there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Tell bro what's up, man.
Hug got more for me.
Yeah, I seen what y'all posted with the little one walking, man. Congratulations. I seen her, she up walking now, so now the real fun
She's taking them steps. Y'all in trouble now.
Yeah, boy. So yeah, shout out to y'all. But OTO, you've been, I know you in your bliss mode right now. You know what I mean? You got anything that you want to add, brother?
Nah, not really. I mean, it is what it is when they were talking about that subject. But if you want to go back to the main topic, then cool. I just want to make sure I got that accurate. But
Yeah.
what were y'all last talking about? It? Why judge his choice?
Yeah, why judge his choice? Like, if a man choose to go out of the country and pursue dating that way, why are men judged so harshly in America for doing so?
You judged anywhere. So I always tell people to have perspective. You judged anywhere, man. And then people are going to set up a system where, it's in their best interest. So I don't really trip about that neither. I'm going to do what I got to do. Regardless, if I don't marry, there's men who's going to make fun of me and say some stuff about me. Like,
That's a
bro, you're not
fact.
settling down. You're not getting serious. You're not using these women time appropriately. You're abusing their time that they have and the clock of their fertility. That's men that say that. Like, bro, you don't know that girl. You don't know what she want to do. You don't know what she want out of life. Shut your dumb ass up.
Right.
But that's a perspective men take. And so people just do this regardless. I just like who like me, focus on the girls that I vibe and rock out with. And life is the upside. I got legendary women in my history and my payroll. So I
Fact.
don't know nothing about the negative heartaches, a girl arguing with me. Like, that's just, they smell my dirty drawers. But that's just because I pick the girls who like me, not girls who I like. So I always tell dudes, like, if there's a girl and they like, damn, look at her, she bad. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know if she bad. Cause
Mm.
I'd rather take a 5 that love me, will go to war for me, versus taking a 10 that think I need to chase her or forever try to capture her love and her happiness and everything she desire. So it's just like, man, I just went in the pit. It's kind of like real estate. You know what I'm saying? You could get a good deal, a good price, but on bad terms. And most guys be getting quote unquote good girls on bad terms. So I just rather work out with the deals that make more sense and let everybody else do what they do. So if a girl's saying, "Oh, you going to here, you going there," and da 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 da, it's like, you supposed to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm skipping you on the market. You supposed to be inflating your value. Trying to run game on me so I can pick you. But at the end of the day, that Jedi mind trick just don't work. So I'm going to head left. I'm going to depart right. And at the end of the day, I would say for men, just remember, if you a lick somewhere, you be a lick anywhere. So you still got to get charisma. You still got to learn game. You still got to learn power between people when they have relationships. And a lot of guys, you could go overseas. The game is different, but the end goal remains the same. And so you go overseas and you get buttered up and licked real quick on a different side note, because they just run game differently in Thailand. They run game differently in Colombia. Don't act like they ain't banging a Colombian who ain't got nothing in his name. They doing that too, which is fine. Don't worry about that. Worry about how that girl treats you when she interacts with you in y'all relationship. So I just focus on that, man. And then anybody else saying something, dudes gonna say it, women gonna say it, everybody dirty macking. So at the end of the day, they hurting, they thirsty, they just gonna dirty mac for their own perspective. So I don't really be tripping, bro.
Nah,
If they
but
ain't got my results, I ain't listening.
OTO, but when you get with an American girl, there's no money involved, they love you for you.
Right.
Yeah.
They gonna love you for you, bro.
That's a point. I mean, when you go overseas, they definitely gonna love you for a lot of things, but it depends on the women too. Like, you might go overseas and mess with a girl who ain't got money, but there's girls in Thailand that got dumb dough, and they make rich guys run around circles to get their attention. So it's like, just because you go to different countries, don't think that girls ain't up on game, because they is. They laced real well. And so at the end of the day, yeah, people could say that, yeah, like, oh man, they ain't gonna love you. But like I said, I'm not really tripping. One thing I would say though is, I always say this, Ronan, I say this, man. Look, bro, don't get it twisted. Like, just because girls in America, you might not be working with them, that ain't got nothing to do with America. So the only reason girls is actually looking at you when you go overseas is you're American, you have USD, which is important. And so just because you ain't getting no cootie cat, or girls ain't treating you right, or whatever it is, like, don't throw America out and be like, damn America, damn the US. It's just a conspiracy theory. And now that I'm getting coochie overseas, I'm a terrorist. I'm going to commit 9/11 against the United States. Like, damn, bro. That's all a country gotta do is give you some cootie cat, and you ready to throw your own country out the boat. Like, man, F America. Okay. We heard you, damn, bro.
And I wholeheartly agree with you. Mr. Pepper say you cooking. But I wholeheartedly agree with you. But I feel like when they like talk the talk about men traveling is more prevalent.
Charlie?
Is that
Yeah,
me
he
or
went
is
out.
that Charlie?
Yeah, he fell
Yeah, I
off.
thought that was. Yeah,
The internet
He was
just
about
don't
to
want you
cook.
to be great today, Charlie.
yeah, I thought that
Hey,
was me. I
Charlie,
was like,
mute.
Charlie, you're
Mute. We
muted
can't
now.
hear you.
You're muted now. You're muted. He ain't
can't hear
listening.
you.
He ain't got sound.
Yeah, he going in. He labeling.
Yeah.
He got
Damn.
number 1, number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
Yo, we can't hear you.
We can't hear
Yo,
you.
we can't hear you, bro.
Somebody
We can't
text
hear
him.
you.
We can't hear you.
In the back chat.
Somebody sent him a text.
StreamYard
can't-
is silence
Yeah,
my boy over
All
there.
right, so he up on game now. He fixing it. And I sent him
There you go. I
message
hear
on the
something
back chat.
going on back there. Charlie, say something.
Yeah. Say something, bro.
You see how they fill in the dead air, Keem?
Mhm.
Shooting shots.
But yeah.
But go
Yeah,
on
man.
with your.
But anyway, just to piggyback off of what OTO was saying, man, and like, yo, this when you travel, all it does is it magnifies the person that you are in America. So like, if you don't have that game and you come over here, like you, they gonna wash you. If they was washing you in the States and you don't have that game and you don't know how, you don't have that discernment, you gonna get, oh my God, you gonna get washed over here. And and the thing about it, they gonna do it so good, and you gonna go back and just be like, oh yeah, she loves me, yes, this and that. Bruh, stop it. Like I don't even know what to tell. I don't know what to tell half these dudes, bro. It's crazy because I see it all the time. And then I had to get to the point where I stopped telling dudes, bro, because like dudes hit me, hey Miguel, you know this shorty, Nah, bro, I ain't never seen her before in my life, bro. And I hate to do it like that, but I only do that because y'all ninjas don't listen anyway. Like I had a dude tell me or ask me, and I'm like, yo, yeah, bro, I see her in the club all the time. And then you know what he gonna come back and tell, oh yeah, nah, she said she only went out because it was a birthday or something. Okay, all right, bro. All right,
Twice
bro.
per week, Miguel. You never heard of that? Birthday twice per week, man. 3 times a
Bro, we had a dude.
It was her birth week.
Bro, we had a dude like
It's not a week, it's a month. Y'all wait.
Like
it's a month.
Like yeah, like one of the other brothers was knocking the socks off his shorty, and we were just like, bro, she ain't it. We telling you, she ain't it. He ran back and told shorty, oh nah, my friend said this, blah 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 blah. I tell him, oh yeah, no, that dude I was with, that was way before you. This and that. It was like, bro, don't you see the date stamp on this video? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Check out the. Oh my God. And like, bro, I'm telling you, a lot of these dudes, man, they will have the information right in front of them, and they just don't want to believe it. It's like we had videos of shorty getting bust down. Like, bro, I was just like, and buddy was like, oh no, she told me about that. That was her old boyfriend. And then we went looking, we was like, wait a minute. We was like, yo, You bought her that shirt. We was with you when you said you was getting this for you. Like,
No, not the shirt.
what are you talking about, bro? Like, bro, this dude came up with so many excuses, bro. We just got to the point where we was just like,
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Miguel, I got a few stories. I had a homeboy. I got two such stories with the same homeboy. We go to like the strip club in Bogota, and this man, you know, I'm dancing with a few of them. You know, I'm having a good time, but you know, I'm not really taking it too serious. This man just wants to sit there and have like a whole conversation with them about their life stories. He got the little translator app out, and then a few days later, he calls me. He's like, "Oh, you know, Carl, you know, I really met this shorty this other day. You know, I was at the spa. You know, I was getting some hair removal, and you know, I just thought she was so beautiful. I took her number." I'm like, "Oh, all right." He's like, "What do you think, bro?" So he sends me it, and I'm like, "Nah, bro, this is a working girl. She's like she a prostitute. I'm telling you that right now, based off the Instagram. She a prostitute." And he's like, "Nah, bro, you don't know that." And I'm like, "Dude, listen, if you know, you know." He's like, "Nah, bro, you don't know that." I'm like, "All right, let me see the profile." I look up the profile and I'm like, "Oh, she got a tree link." I click on the tree link and it got her OnlyFans. So I'm like, "Bro, she has an OnlyFans." He's like, "Yeah, but like, you know, I'm still kind of interested though. You know, maybe she's just kind of doing that like off the side. Like, it's not a big deal, bro. You know, like, what do you think I should do?" I told him, I'm like, "I don't know what you should do. I just told you she's got an OnlyFans. Just ask for a price, bro. Don't try to keep it simple if this is what you really want." He's like, "Nah, bro, I don't want to do that because, like, you know, I'm really actually trying to get to know her." Some niggas are hopeless. Ain't nothing you could do. They're hopeless, bro. You know, he's trying to dance with not dance, like he's trying to like maintain this parasocial thing with a stripper. And I'm like, "Bro, you know she's a stripper, man. Like, you know, after you leave, like there's gonna be just another guy. Just have fun, but don't try to like get to know them and be all attached and stuff. Like, let it go, man." And he's like, and he be picking the most busted strippers there too. And the strippers, they be like, "Oh, they be like, oh, so like what you trying to do?" And then he's like, "Oh, you know, I'm just trying to hang out." And they be like, "Oh, can you give me like $100 for it?" And meanwhile, like if you just wanted to bang her out, it was like this little prostitute. It's like 200,000 pesos, like $50, and she's just trying to gouge you because she knows you can't speak any Spanish, and you're like this gringo. So there's just guys like that. It's like, you know, trying to be love or something, and they just trying to. I just don't understand.
Real
It's
quick,
crazy.
can you guys hear me?
Charlie, can we hear you? There you go, Charlie. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
First off, I'm gonna say, KB, you went crazy when you said, "But it's her birthday week." It's not even a birthday. It's her birthday week, man. I like, bro, went crazy with that.
Hey, women really do that,
Hey,
though.
KB, Chan, bro, y'all, bro, I'm, oh my god, bro, it was so bad. Like this dude was so gone, man. We was like, bro, what are you talking? Everything that, and man, me and Uncle just like, I ain't even saying nothing else, bro. If you like it, I love it. Like, go ahead. I don't know what to say.
From their own misery, though. You know what I mean? Like you said,
Yeah,
I think OTO just said, if you a lick here, you a lick there. You just more expensive lick out there.
Exactly, bro. He put this shorty on the payroll. Like he was sending her thousands because dude got money. This dude, he got bread. But it was just like, yo, what are you doing? Like,
nigga, you just made me mad. He couldn't give me a few thousand. Shit.
Bro,
do you know what I think, y'all? I think it comes down to like some men, it's like the experience that we have already had in America, no matter how much money we got or we just green. And then when we go over there, it's like some of us turn into women. but it's the feeling they give me though, dog. It's the way they do this and the way they do that. And it's like, I get that you feeling good, you in a new country, you know, you might be dealing with something that you deem attractive, but I'm trying to give you the logic. And it's like the way she makes you feel is just over trumping the logic we giving you. And then you make your own decisions. And then when you get licked, now you're around here crying. Or sometimes worse, you get robbed, you get, you know, unalive sometimes, or the whole family is running the scheme on you. So it's crazy because it gotta be experience. Or some men are experienced with women and they just don't care. I want to do what I want to do. It feels good. And then when you get licked, it's like, damn, that person did tell me that.
I think, I think you bring up a lot of good points for us, guys. But I think the overwhelming majority in those cases is a lot of men that they willingly overlook the red flags like terms and condition because she's cute with a big butt.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
facts.
You got 8 kids with 9 baby daddies, but you ain't paying that. You the one. You the one that's gonna change it. All the rest of them niggas, they wouldn't like you, but you the one that's gonna
Yeah,
change her though. Come on, man.
And Charlie, don't let them be single moms. You ain't asking where's the dad at? How come it don't work out with the dad? Why are you trying to step into a
Right.
situation?
Man, they don't even be
Right.
worried about that shit. They be just like, look, this is a different country. I'm in a different tax bracket. I don't even. It's crazy because we care about single moms more in America than we
That's
care
a
about
fact.
overseas.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Cause well, I'm not
You
looking
know
for
something? I
relationships.
want to ask y'all this question. If you could afford, to help out a single mother in America, would you?
What do you mean? What do you mean when you
That's
wait,
basically what the issue is that
what do you mean when
the guys
wait,
overseas
wait,
got enough
hold
bread to be able to, get the refrigerator, get the air conditioner, because those things are small. You know what I'm saying?
wait,
So
hold on. When you say help out, like give me some parameters. What do you mean like when
Like
you
bring a
say help
Happy
out?
Meal
Is
through.
there a
Is
rate
that
of
what you mean?
return on this helping out? Am I getting a 501c3 right off of my donation? What the fuck? What are you talking about?
no, what I'm asking is because we're talking about the dudes that be over here, doing all of these things for the girls that are poor and unfortunate in the and abroad. You know what I'm saying? And the fact is like, why do they do that? Because what they're asking for is really small in comparison to what the females is asking in the States. So if everything was let's just flip it in reverse. If the prices to help out a single mom in the States was equivalent to the females that was in overseas, would you be doing the same thing would these guys be doing the
Nope.
same thing that they would be doing in the States?
Nope, because it would be
Would they be
expensive.
simping in the States?
It'd be expensive. So again, I think a lot of this stuff is just price. So again,
That's a
like
good
you
point.
said, it's inexpensive. Yeah, because you make American bread. But if you were making the local money, that shit is expensive. So therefore, you're
That part.
priced out of that market. And that's okay. I'm not like trying to joan or make fun because of that, but just realize that's the nuance, right? Like, hey, I'm more appropriately priced for that. So it's just like me at the same time. I understand. I don't go delulu on myself like, man, these girls are 10 times better because what they want, it don't cost me that much. Yeah, it's just the cost is the issue, not necessarily the request. Now also there's a being grateful and people's attitude and resentment. Okay,
Say
cool,
that
but
for
you
sure.
can get girls who aren't grateful overseas too. So it's really about
Thank
is
you.
that person a grateful person, period. That's what you need to stand on and figure out. But again, I don't say what you should or shouldn't do because guys, let's not act like they won't make compromises if they desire her much or
Yep,
enough because of her
facts.
looks or because of this, they're willing to say, okay, she don't need to be grateful. So at the end of the day, you know that from jump, right? If a girl comes to you, girls usually afford like you need to pay for this in order to be around. I go to these type of restaurants. Now, because you want those skins or you want to get with her, you're willing to go do it. Don't argue on the back end, man, she's ungrateful. Like, come on, man. You bought what you bought, and usually it was sold to you as is, because girls be mad direct basically anywhere of what they want out of men. And so at the end of the day, it's really a money thing. You could afford it. You're now a high value man,
Yep.
which is cool. I'm not mad at you. Just understand that is the nuance now that you move into a new marketplace. And then you could buy into that marketplace. Do you, boo? If you love it, I love it for you.
It ain't
Boom.
tricking if you got it.
No, it's still tricky. It's still tricky.
Oh, it's
Whether
still
you
tricky.
got
Nah, I
It's,
mean, look,
it's funny that you say that because there's this lady on Instagram and she talks about the difference between a simp, a trick, and a provider. Y'all need to go look
okay,
that
break it
up.
down.
And she was talking about a simp exchanges everything for nothing. He gets nothing in return. Okay. And then she said the trick, he's getting equal exchange. And it doesn't matter who he's with. You know, he's married to the game. It doesn't, he's not just taking care of you, he's taking care of whoever he can get, and they're gonna give him something in return for it. And she actually used the whole Nate scenario from Set It Off as one of her examples. And she said the provider is the dude, he ain't doing shit for you unless you his girl. If you he'll pay for the dates, he'll do little shit like that, but he's not getting your bills paid, he's not getting your hair done, he's not doing nothing unless you his girl. But yeah, the trick, he's like, yo, if you want me to pay for your nails and your hair, what am I getting for it? What's in it for me? And if I ain't getting nothing for it, then kick rocks. And the dude that's the simp, he's over there like, please, baby, please, baby. Here, I'll give you a car, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. But all you doing is you just, how females do, they just cut them out and, treat them and mistreat them, but he still comes back like a hound dog or something.
Yeah,
and look, I would say this too. Like, I kind of came to this realization, man, I don't even care. Like, if there's guys out there willing to give money, I'm not going to call you a simp or anything. That's just your life. Yo, Charlie, let's stop acting like there ain't guys who like to be domineered by women, like dominatrix type level
Some
stuff.
of the most powerful men like that.
Yeah,
Shit,
exactly.
why can't I
But
find
it
a
is what it is. I
dominatrix
don't care.
women? Like, shit, pay
Again,
me
I
and
don't care.
shit,
I
Oh,
don't
Carl, I
care.
like it when you ask me for $50. Shit.
All right, so I don't
That's
care
it.
about his choice. That's his. I ain't judging his choice, right? If he loves it, then I like it for him. But at the end of the day, that's not a deal I would arrange for myself, but it's not me. It's his life. So again, there's going to be people in the market that do certain things. I ain't got nothing to say. They tricking, they simps, they this. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm looking for my deals. The girl that I want to rock with will only want to rock with a guy like me. So at the end of the day, what I got going on is good. What somebody else got going on in their kitchen, their house, their bank account, is none of my business. And if I meet their girl coming to me and saying, well, my last man, I'll just be like, yo, babe, that's just not me. Much respect. Shout outs to you, Bless. Shout outs to you, Queen, right? Like that guy plumber. And keep it moving. No disrespect, Queen. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You did me a favor, Queen. But at the end of the day, I'm just moving on.
Yeah, that's a fact. Do y'all think like the more money men make, we start to look at women different? Like the millionaires that's in America, and they could throw 15K at a single mom because of how she look, or baby girl, what you need ain't nothing. It's like they look at, well, some of them, they look at women different than how we'll as the average men who don't like all of the personality that they have and the entitlement and the way they look. You know what I'm saying? Or if she's very beautiful, she's hard to deal with. But we don't got the money to get the access to her like a millionaire. But if we go overseas with that bag,
there you go.
Now them single moms, it's like, you know what, baby girl, you so motherfucking fine. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't
I ain't
Let's
even
cut back
tripping
on
on
the
what you
vulgarity.
saying.
Let's cut back on the
You
vulgarity.
feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what I tell people.
And they
This
all
is why
going too. You don't got to do too much talking.
Hold on, okay. Let me get this out right fast. Then let me pay some respect to YV in the building. Believe it or not, those Saudi cats, they look at America the same way we look at the Dominican Republic in Colombia. They got so much bread to everyone they come over here, they feel like everything's on sale. So that's why when you got the porta potty conversations and stuff like that, they get bread like that. Sometimes it's where you at. And what I tell people is this: in the local neighborhood store, a bottle of water is $1. In the airport, it's $5. In the desert, it could be priceless. Some of these dudes is living in the desert when it come to women. So then it's
Dry
priceless.
as fuck.
Dry. I'm talking about. Let's try to watch the vulgarity, guys. We trying to keep it clean over here. I'm trying to become a household name and get monetized at the same time. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Like, say, it's just a lot. It's a lot of dudes out here. They just extremely dry, and by dry, i.e., desperate. Man, do you know it's men out here that's in abusive relationships? Like, they
Mm-hmm.
women put hands on them.
Mm-hmm.
And them same women that are super aggressive is walking around plucking chin hairs out.
Well, this is my only rebuttal to that though. I meet that same woman that'll put her hands on a man, and she won't give me that type of energy because I'm not the man to put your hands on. I don't even give that you can put your hands on me and it's okay type of energy. A person can only do what you let them do, unless they doing it by force. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like that's why I tell women this, and this is how I know. Like y'all go around and tell a woman this because if anybody on the panel, and then I'm gonna ask y'all this, then I'm gonna get to YV super chat. Shout out to YV. Um, I tell women this. I don't believe in a man shouldn't put their hands on a woman. I believe in should nobody put their hands on nobody. Do you know most women I say that to have pushback?
Facts.
Most women, I'm like, what is your issue with that? Like, if I say, like, I don't, you mean to tell me if Chris Cyborg come up and punch me because I'm a man, I shouldn't be able to get my get back? Ronda Rousey will choke a whole grown adult out. And because she's a woman, like, I just supposed to, oh, don't let me go, please, ma'am. What? I'm fighting for my life like the R. Kelly interview. So what you guys think of that? A woman that say that got pushed back on that.
Shit. I mean, I would say, Charlie, that's a very American way of thinking. I sometimes feel like, shit, I've had situations where a woman spoke to me like she could beat my motherfucking ass.
Let's
And
push
I'm just
back on the
thinking,
vulgarity, KB.
oh, my, sorry,
We
Charlie.
get it. You young and rich, but
Yeah.
let's push back on that vulgarity.
It's, you know, America is a strange place. I come from Haiti, man. You can't just be talking crazy like that. Like, you humiliate some dude in public. You talking crazy, saying whatever. F your mama, this and that. That's why he was this and that, and you can't even like,
My
bro.
man, my man.
You get beat so fast. Other people there would be like, oh, fast. They'd be like, you've done enough. And separate y'all. But I mean, ain't no police coming and say, oh, you can't come back to. Ain't no restraining orders. You can't come back to the house now. And I get it. Haiti and those cultures, the Caribbean cultures, got a lot of problems. But it's like you can't treat people a certain way.
I feel
It's
like
not
they
like
got a lot of families too, though.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's that.
No, because the thing is, usually with those families, the problem women, everybody kind of knows who they are already. Like they have a reputation already. So when something happens to them, nobody's really surprised. America's the only country where a woman could smash smash your thumb and shit on your bed. Amber Heard, not me, not me. I ain't making
Vulgarity, though. I just what you get.
poop on your bed
There you go.
and
There you go.
and you just gotta take it and you gotta go to court and you gotta defend yourself. It's like, come
Yeah, nah,
on,
that's crazy, and that's
what
crazy. And
is
we're gonna
this
touch on
country,
that
bro?
too. We're gonna touch on that
Nah,
too. Let me read this from YV right fast, guys. Then we let everybody else chime in. Uh, YV goes on to write. He's the screen sponsor for the night. Appreciate you, YV. And if Xavier in the room, special shout out to you, bro. I think bro sent me a cash app, and I wasn't even on live. So shout out to you. But YV go ahead to write. He said it's crazy to see how American men with money are failing to realize that dealing with American women will eventually put you at risk for harassing.
Hearsay.
Yeah, okay,
Hearsay.
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 I don't know why that came out wrong. Hearsay, civil
Harass,
cases,
baby.
social. Yeah, they came out. Hearsay, civil cases, social media humiliation, and criminal allegations. Yeah, I get it. Then he also goes on to write. He said, for these reasons alone, make international women the only viable option. That is the truth, not my opinion. Shout out to you, YV. Anybody want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I'll go real quick. I feel like it's a similar game overseas because if you don't know the language or you run across a bad apple and they call the police on you or they paint a narrative and they get to running into the police, and then, not saying every police is going to be crooked like that, but they not all there to protect you, and they also want some money out of you, so they're going to take the side of the female. They ain't really listening to what you saying. They're going to believe what she say. So it's like it's a little similar overseas if you ain't, cut like that, as far as like what Miguel was saying earlier, like not being green, knowing what you got going on, knowing how to like comprehend the situation, and knowing how to pick certain women that won't even put you in that type of atmosphere. We done seen it so many times on YouTube of men getting into it with women over there, and they don't have no control of the scenario, even if it's true what they did or not. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a little similar overseas with the opportunities that these women get, bad apples or women who just want to come up or they just want to paint a narrative. It's kind of similar to me.
So you're right. You're right to an extent. Where the difference is, let's say if you run into a woman like that overseas, let's say for instance down here in Colombia, if you run into a woman like that over in Colombia, she calls, y'all get into it for whatever reason, she calls cops on you. You as a man, you need to have that intestinal fortitude. You're gonna pay. So you're gonna pay the police to not take you to jail. Because everything over here is about the money. So you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay the police not to take you to jail. Probably gonna have to give her some bread. But then after you do that, you just need to understand the game. You just paid the cost to be the boss. Don't leave her where she is at. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not run it back with her. Like, and that's the problem with a lot of dudes. Like, a lot of dudes come down here with this scarcity mindset. So it cracks me up. Like, they be messing with these mangoes and then, oh, this is my girl. This is my girl. Yeah, she may be your girl, but an hour at a time. That's what I tell them, bro. Like, and they be looking at me funny. Like, yeah, all right, dude, fall in love if you want to. I fall in love an hour at a time. Like, if I deal with them, okay, cool. What does it cost? How long? Isn't it? Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, we in love for that hour. And after that, cool. Bro, me and my shorty, we was at the mall the other day, and I seen this baddie that I was knocking down like 2 years ago. She out there, she out there with her husband and her sister, and she just looking at me like, hey, like, oh my, she just keep looking back, keep looking. So now my shorty looking at me like, this. I'm like, I don't know what she. I'm like, I think she probably, like, look, I'm 6'4", man. I'm probably the tallest dude she ever seen. She just looking at me because I'm tall. Girl, like, oh, okay. She looking at me because them memories that kicked in. Like, oh my God.
Climb that tree again. That's what she's trying to do.
Like, yeah. So, but yeah, man, a lot of dudes like, yeah. See, and I would say that for anywhere. Right? If that happens to you in America, if that happens to you in Colombia, no matter where that happens to you, you need to leave, bro. Leave her where she is, bro. Like, I don't know how many times dudes don't have to pay the price to learn that lesson.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I could save her.
Yeah, don't think so because you're different. You're different.
I could save her.
Yeah, you're the one dude of all the dudes that you mess with that you could make her walk the straight and narrow.
You're the true superhero.
I gotta give you all some pushback on that one.
Your ex really did that, man. He's so fucked up for that. I'm different. I'll treat you way better.
I gotta give y'all some pushback on that.
Go ahead, Black Cleaner. And well, real quick, let me shout out Nak Neezy in the chat. He say, son, stay talking crazy about the USA. I don't know. We got two of the younger brothers on here today, man. Shout out to both of them. But if you can elaborate, that'll be beautiful. But go ahead, Black Cleaner. The floor is yours.
I have the paraphrase, but taken from brother O'Shake Duke Jackson, who was talking about the Nation of Islam. They took the worst of the worst women and made them into honest women. So you don't think that it's in us to be able to, clean a woman up?
Well,
No.
we're not a religion.
No.
What do you mean?
bro.
No.
We're not a
No.
religion.
No.
You don't. Wait.
No, that's not our job. That's not our job.
But even
No,
before that,
no.
Miguel, hold on, Miguel. Even before that, mileage is mileage. You don't get to run back the fucking odometer on that shit just because you
Fact.
cleaned up.
Vulgarity, Ronan. Vulgarity.
I'm sorry, you don't get to run the odometer back on that ish because she done cleaned up her act. Now she still got mileage.
Hey, do you know
Who's
what?
playing devil's advocate?
not
Because basically y'all saying that we can't change them, so that's why I brought that up. But go
I'm
ahead.
not saying
I'll let
that.
you all
I'm not
go.
saying
I
that.
digress.
What I'm saying is
You
this.
can
I'm
change it, you
saying
just can't change history.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Ronnie. I'm not saying that we can't change them. I'm saying I don't want to change them. I don't want to change a woman for her to be around me. I want you to be able to be around me and be your true self. That's why, case in point, when we was on the line, the young lady that was on the live and she was talking about her, freaky ways and stuff like that. Even though it's not my cup of tea, I don't want her to not be who she is. So what part of the game is shaming a chick for being a freak? I don't want her to be somebody different when she's with me. I want her to be herself. And if herself don't align with who I am, I want her to be herself somewhere else. So I don't care to change them. And here's the thing: have y'all
That part.
noticed that? Have y'all noticed that the Mango retirement home is church? Just walk in your local church on Sunday.
Retirement home is church. Oh God, I gotta use that, bro.
I'm just saying, have y'all not seen that?
He is not lying.
I was once
know what?
lost, but now I'm found.
Bro,
He ain't lying.
I see an AI video in the works right now of a church full of old 304s and everything else in the church. Man, okay. Brains work.
Let me ask you, do y'all disagree with
Having
that
bake
statement?
sales.
No.
Nah, you're absolutely right. And everybody on their knees ain't praying.
I'm telling you, Sister Johnson is in the church and she got that box that turned over like a engine. That thing meant 200,000 miles, and now the Lord ain't taking no miles off that box, ma'am. That's just not how it works. You still count them bodies, Savior or not. Your box is still like the Ricola commercial, Ricola, and it's just echoing through there. It's still the same joint.
Facts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said, shout out to Pathfinder. He said, shout out to the panel. Everyone has knowledge. Well, everyone has knowledge, yes, sir. But you could go get you I was just looking at it was on the auction. As you guys know, I buy and sell cars as well. It was on the auction, and it was a 2014 Chevy Impala. And it was going for like $5 billion. And I was like, that's extremely high. Let me do some investigating on it. This car only had 59,000 miles on it, which upped its price because it still got a lot more miles to go before the motor even turns over. Now they got another Impala that is like a 2018 that's going for 3,000, but it got 250,000 miles on it, sir. So yeah, every car got miles and stuff.
Yeah.
And we all got miles, but some got a lot less than
Yeah.
others.
Hey, Charlie Chan, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
And this might sound a little weird to y'all, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I look at women mistakes as hitting deer, right? So they are the car, they're in control, they driving, right? No. Just check me out. They got control of the car, they driving, right? So every time a woman make mistake, have kids with the wrong guy, attitude is just really bad. They can't communicate right with people or treat people right, or they just make the wrong decisions in life and it like adds up. Every time they do something wrong, they hit a deer and then blood gets on the car, right? And they didn't hit so many deer to the point where by the time they stop, all that blood then seeped into the actual car. and you can't just get a rag and wipe it off, you know? So no matter how hard you wipe, it's going to be a stain on that car. And the only way to get that car to look brand new is to repaint the whole car. And that's what they do when they try to revamp their whole life and turn their life over to God. And, you know, I'm saved now and everything is different and I need a total reset. But if you scratch that paint, you still gonna see them stains.
No, that's a fact, and I get that. But at the same time, we see when we're talking about that, those are cosmetics, and that's why women use makeup because makeup make them look.
Exactly. Yeah.
Older women use makeup to make them look younger, and younger women use makeup to make them look older, which is crazy to me because both of them is messing up your skin. But Pathfinder say the car analogy is foul. Well, I don't think so, but let's just take it to something else. What like let's use the ketchup package. You don't know her from a goddamn hole in the wall, but she laying naked on your bed and her box look like 2 old ketchup packages that been in the console for 3 summers.
Wow. Oh, Jesus.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
damn. Ketchup packages, Black
The
Cleveland.
two,
Charlie
yes,
Chin.
sir.
Whoa.
That have been in there for 3 summers. It got like dust and pennies stuck to it and all of that stuff. So many
Damn.
wrinkles. The ketchup ain't even the same color when it come out no more. Come on, man. I get it. I get it though. He said that's the same with men. We use stuff too. Oh no. Hey, you know what? I
No,
was just talking
no.
to a young lady in my life earlier today. I asked her how many 18 wheelers could go through a tunnel. She said 1 million. I said how many tunnels could go through an 18 wheeler? Case in point. Men was built to be monogamous. I could get 10 women pregnant tonight. A woman can only get pregnant once tonight. You see what I'm saying? Our biology is different. But I land there. I'm sure somebody got some pushback with that.
Hey, look, you ain't gonna shame me.
Yeah, I'm
You can
not.
say
I'm not even. That ain't even.
impressed.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
that's not. That's not even. That's not even worth a. Bruh. What? That's
Yeah.
that talking point. That's not even worth a rebuttal, bro. But
No, but we
yeah.
got to, Miguel, and I think may I just allow me to tell you why? Because when we don't have those type of rebuttals and that, we end up with the I seen dude. The dude to where he's talking about his wife was a virgin when they met, but if he had experience with her, no, virgins don't talk like she talk. Oh,
I
she
think
was just playing. Yeah, no, she don't talk. Virgins don't talk like that. I done been around virgins. I done heard virgins. They don't talk about, oh, I went to sleep and when I woke up, my rib parts were sore. So you mean to tell me you think you just slept through anal? Is that what you said?
Bro, I
Is
thought
that what
you
you
were trying to
said?
clean up your channel. Here you go.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
no, I didn't listen. Cause that's triggering. That's triggering. You right. So call me on it when I'm wrong too. You right. But we gotta have these conversations because you have these dudes, then you got dudes out there like Myron that's act like they the king of the kings and stuff like that. And the chick that he was with, he made him look just as much as a fool as the
She
other
left that
dude.
man for a rollerblader. Cut it out.
Inline rollerblader, like a roller skater. You know what I mean? Not even
but
the hood skates to where
what
you do the hood thing on it. No, he got the inline rollerblades with the
Wait,
bandana and
hold on, though.
everything, bro.
Wait, hold
I'm
on, though,
thinking, wait,
Charlie.
isn't he
Yes,
the one
sir.
who's
I
like, oh, I
think,
don't have sex with my girlfriend or something like that?
I think,
Myron, right?
I think, yeah. Shout out to Myron though, but I think like, bro, what the hell? He clowning a man because a girl left. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what
No,
I'm saying?
because
That's some. Go
allow me
ahead.
to elaborate. Because he come off as he's this creme de la creme, top of the food chain type of dude when it comes to
Yeah,
women, and that's clearly not the case, sir. Nobody on this panel could tell me you could see Myron, I mean, fresh and fit in the party, and the women are around them because those are not those dudes that have that type of aura. Because we can't, not in no glazing or nothing, but OTO, I could see you in the club getting your move on. I could see Miguel in the club giving his swerve on. I could see that. But you cannot tell me with all honesty you see these guys in the club getting their swerve on. It's
no,
not a
yes,
real thing.
definitely. Fresh does. Like, but why does this even matter? So that's what I'm saying. Like, what they say about like staying financially literate, they're good to go.
Yeah,
They live it, they
I
support
I
it.
agree with
What
Yeah,
they
that
say
fact.
about
wholeheartedly,
women, it's
LTO.
just what I'm saying is one thing we do as men is like, oh, you didn't get girls in high school, you were lame, you were punk. I don't see it like that. I'm cool with a guy leveling up, changed in his life, and now his life he starts to get access to females, or he doesn't, whatever. I don't really care for that. At the end of the day, as long as they have a net positive effect on people, then it's okay. They might not do everything I agree with, but who made me God? So at the end of the day, I just try to steer away from inner fighting and conflict that's not necessary. And, oh, his girl left him. Who is he? Sound like a bunch of individuals who need some help and they need an actual really good life. Because at the end of the day, yeah, shorties leave. They come and go. So what? Am I still a man that's moving forward and progressing in life? That's what matters, not if my shorty stayed or go. So from that perspective, that sounds like a gynocentric perspective for me. That's how you see your life? When you lose a shorty, you down bad, you no longer a man, you a clown now. You don't know why the shorty left. Shorties could live because she could be like, hey, I want a guy that is a lame, is a weirdo, I couldn't say what I wanted to say, so I had to think of some other things. Like, so net, a shorty can just change and go a different direction. And that's cool. It is what it is, bro. This is not slavery. You could leave at any point in time. I still am the man I am. I still a combat veteran. I still been with the president. I never changed. So whether a girl come or go, I don't live in that construct where, yo, you could get joned on, your shorty left, you a buster. Says who?
Allow me to elaborate. I can see where the miscommunication
Allow
come
me
in.
to retort.
Yeah.
But
That's a real quick
Allow
shout
me
out
to
to Tim.
reintroduce myself. My name is Hope. All right, go ahead.
Shout out to Tam pulling up, showing love. Appreciate you, love. Well, here's the thing. It's not about
Wait,
that.
I was thinking about her. Hold on. We got to give moment of silence. We got because Tam has not been around for a minute, so we all got to give her a shout out and salute.
Yeah,
What up,
What's
Tam?
going on?
But
There we
I'm
go.
a little bit on the tangent right now. Yeah, shout out to you, Ron. Appreciate that. What I'm saying is this: it's just like Anton Daniels. I'm a part of the Bag Chase. I've been part about that for years, but I'm not going to Anton Daniels for relationship advice. I will go to him for marriage advice. I'm never going to a Chinese restaurant to order pizza. I'm going over here to do what they do well.
Hey,
To
that's a
seek out
mean
what they
pizza
do
at some
well.
Chinese restaurants, man. You ever have an
I've
Asian
never
style?
had.
I
That
knew
shit
he was
is
gonna say
crazy.
that.
I've never had it. But what I'm saying is this:
Yeah, I
like
get what you're saying.
in the case of now here, I've never talked about them being entrepreneurs. When it comes to money, I think they on the ball. You know what I mean? I think that's
But you
those
just
people
think that
should
their
listen
advice is not the greatest for women, and I get that.
for
That makes
women.
sense too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
That's
get
what
that.
I'm
I
saying.
get that. I get that. That makes sense too. But it is what it is. Like whose vice is really great or bad. I get what you're saying. So that's a valid point. I just think some guys be getting their bag and just be like, yeah, let's make fun. Like, bro, turn on cam up, bro. First of all.
But,
That's a fact.
wait, but hold on, but we all know that, I know you mentioned Fresh Ali. I mean, we all know the dude's kind of a liar. He bought a seeking arrangement. I used to watch the
So
show. He bought a seeking. Ain't nothing wrong with seeking arrangements. I got no
he said
issues
he
with
did
it.
it. Like they said they did it.
No,
They
but
said they
hold
did
on.
that.
Let me land it. But he was trying to pass off this girl off of seeking as his girlfriend. So the entire time he's like,
So
"Oh, I only mess with girls who give me burning desire and all this shit." And
Well, they
then
have
and,
burning
and
desire
But
for
hold
me.
on, but hold
yeah,
on.
and
Oh
meanwhile,
damn, Mac
this is a
Measy dropped
seeking
out.
nah, because
arrangement girl that
he
he's
said he'd
literally
be on
forcing
that
onto the
too.
show.
He said
So
he's on that too. He say many things. If you got a
nah,
podcast and you do
after he got
1,000
caught,
shows,
after he got
bro, no,
caught,
he
he
said it
started saying
before.
that.
He said it before. But why do we even effing
And
care?
it,
This is what I'm
right,
saying,
but
guys.
I could tell you why though, y'all.
Don't be on this loser shit, bro. Like there's a lot of loser energy on the internet, bro. Like really, focus on the actual message. Stop worrying about the messenger every day. A real smart person. If I got somebody coming to me to tell me to do a house hack, right? And I come to find out they didn't do a house hack, they don't own real estate. Am I no longer going to do it? I don't care. They still gave me the advice. The advice is still valid. I'm judging the advice. People are characters. They got their own issues. I'm not
Yeah,
throwing
that's
Martin
true
Luther
too.
King out the window because he had some personal problems. He's a
That's a
man.
fact.
He's a
Whoa, whoa,
human.
whoa, whoa,
Everybody's not
hold on.
perfect. So
Hold
do they
on,
have high?
but if he
Wait,
was
hold
a
on. Let
white
me land my plane. Then
supremacist,
you can go.
I mean,
What?
if he was a
White
no,
supremacist? What?
no, because it's
But KB, you
hypocritical.
gotta you
All
gotta
right, my
just let
bad, my
her
bad.
land
Go
though. But
ahead, go
real
ahead.
quick,
No.
well,
It's
once you
good.
get done, OTO, now I'm gonna welcome Mac Measy to the
Nah,
panel.
welcome Mac Neezy. Shout outs to
Mac
Mac.
Measy, how you doing, bro?
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
Man, it's
All
a
right,
blessing
bro.
to
Shout
be
Everything
out to
here,
you,
good.
man.
Mac.
All right, yo, man. I'm driving. I almost crashed the whip. There's somebody keep talking crazy about my country, bro. I don't like it at all. You know, feminism and women out of control is a worldwide thing. Where I am at currently, there's literally a law that was passed in the city that I'm from, that I live in, that catcalling is now illegal.
Mm.
What?
Okay? Catcalling is illegal. So this thing is not an American thing. It's not, Amber Heard may have done a boo boo in homie's bed, but for the most part, at least she's doing it in the bed. In some of these Caribbean countries, they doing it in the street. They eating each other. They using seedless grapes as a form of errorism. So please, if you are lucky enough to have been let in my country under TPS or before TPS, be respectful about the country that welcomed you in. And if you can't use that country as a springboard to be either successful with women, or financially, then maybe you ain't built like that. And that's all I got to say about that. But shout out to all my brothers.
Don DeMarco.
For sure, for sure. Now, I'm sure KB, you want to push back on that?
About what?
What did you just hear, Nagneezy, at all
About
about the
the
country?
women or something like that?
Just the whole overall. Well, don't worry about it. Well, Nag, I agree with you in the fact that the fact of the matter is because I just want to, because you usually the first to push back, but that's what we do over here at Charlie Chin TV, man. Just because we don't agree don't mean that we don't respect each other. Like I say,
Right.
we over here we have full rights to disagree with each other as long as we do it in a civil manner. As long as we're not disrespectful to each other, calling each other out of their names and stuff like that. This is a panel of men, and we can conduct ourselves as such. Now, my rebuttal to that is, Mac Meesa, I would full-heartedly 100% agree with you, and I believe America is one of the greatest, if not the greatest country in the world's history. So, but with that being said, I'm appreciative of my car, but I still would like to upgrade some things on it. You know what I mean? I still would like to
Absolutely.
change some things about it. So it's not me. It's not me talk putting down the state. And I know you probably want to just point at me specifically, but when I speak, I'm speaking from those terms. Like every time I ride by somebody on the bus stop, I appreciate my car even more. Which is to say, even when I see people out of the country that don't have the things that we have here, I appreciate the country even more. To know that hot water and air conditioning is a luxury in some country blew my mind. Cause I couldn't imagine, like, how is this a luxury? I just thought this was a way of life, but it's not. But at the same time, that doesn't banish me from speaking about upgrades that I feel that'll make a good country even greater.
I mean, you earned that right. Your forefathers fought to make America what it is, the best country on the planet. So we could
Absolutely.
speak on that. I could never move to my wife's country, and I live there, still have a house there, and start criticizing them on, from inside, when a lot of the talking points aren't even true. You don't have to
Hmm.
crap on one car to praise another car. You know what I'm saying? You can just say, hey, that car is pretty cool. You don't have to crap on either one. And I just think that when people do that, about America, not, you know, it's wild disrespectful. Like, we don't normally move like that. When we go to these places, we add value for the most part, as especially as Black Americans. But I'm just tired of the narratives that people have about my country, and my country is the best country in the world. If they did some self-reflection, they would know that we don't have the issues in America that they have in their countries. And there's a reason why TPS exists, and why a lot of these people are fighting so that the president doesn't end TPS, temporary protective status. What are they protecting them from? You see what I'm saying? So, but I want to talk about the women now, because somebody said something about it's our job to to turn a hoe into a housewife, basically. Like, I
I
ain't
don't
with
think, real quick, Nack. I don't think. Well, I think I get what you saying by because Black Cleaner has said it. I don't think he said it in that aspect, but please rebuttal. But one thing, we trying to watch the vulgarity over here, so if you could
I
be so
cursed.
kind to watch that. No, 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 no. I just know when you start going in, you will go in.
No,
So I
I
just
ain't gonna
want to.
curse though. I'm getting very creative with my substitutes for vulgarity.
I
Seedless
appreciate that, brother.
grapes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a respect your platform, brother. Look, on one hand, I do understand that there's certain parts of our community that need a hand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one for that. But when it comes to a woman being not responsible with her parts, so to speak, to me that's a stain that's everlasting. You know, just like certain brothers, they went to prison, they came out and they found a certain religion or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at you with the side eye for a while. You know what I'm saying? And that's just human nature. It's pattern recognition. A lot of people act like they change, but given the right opportunity, they'll go back to busting it open or whatever kind of ratchetness they was doing. So I just say tread lightly with that.
First of all, let me commend you on your on your verbiage because when you said look at them side eye for a while, yes, because yeah, when you first get out of jail, I'm gonna be watching. Are you still that same religious brother? Because it's easy to be religious when you're in there, but when you get into this world full of sin, if you could keep up that same ideology and that mindset, then I could respect it more. So shout out to you for that. That was a very important point. I don't think nobody picked up on, but yeah, I feel the same way. Everybody, what they call them, jailhouse preachers. You go to jail and find the Lord, and next when you come home a whole month later, you forget about the Lord. You didn't change your name to Akeem Shabazz while you was in there, but now that you out, now you big guapo or somebody. You see what I'm saying? So shout out, yeah, I 100%
Yeah,
agree. Anybody else want
fact.
to chime in on that?
I was about to say I agree with everything he just said, and likewise, it's not a man's job to quote unquote reform a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's on the individual. You know what I'm saying? That's like I'm not responsible for somebody else's growth or somebody else's character. You know what I mean? Like you're responsible for that on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because like thinking that like, hey, if somebody else go out and do something, that's my fault, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they'll tell you, oh well, it's your job. You're supposed to provide support and all this and that. No, I ain't. No. My job is to set boundaries. I'm not. First of all, if that's your history, and if I find out that's your history, I'm not providing you no support. This ain't no gentle I'm not your parent, yo. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no gentle parenting. No, nah. I'm gonna offer that feedback. Hey, you should have been more selective with that cat. You know what I'm saying? But
That's exactly.
it's not. Yeah, it's not on me to try and force somebody else to change. And too many people fall up in that. A lot of people fall up in that trap. They'll be like, they'll know who she is or know who, you know what I'm saying? They'll know who the other person is, and then they'll hit you with the, oh well, she'll stop partying or she'll stop drinking once we get serious. Or you know what I'm saying? I know I can, it'll be, or she'll be more responsible after we get married. Nah, bro. You
Yeah.
are you are who you already are. You
Let me
know,
double
that and
down
that's
there on that if I may, Miguel.
yeah, go
You
ahead.
got some dudes that are even internalizing shit with some trauma where she had a hard life growing up. That's how she is. Like, we all had hard lives, sir. We all,
Mm-hmm.
no, we all, some of us had it a little bit harder than others, but we all had a hard life. And I'm not trying to diminish anything that a woman go through because I do understand it can be hard for a woman. But that doesn't, I done seen some of the best women had a hard life and they're still women. They're still like, I had one chick to where she was so optimistic about love and told me all her. I said, with you going through everything that you went through, how can you be so optimistic? Because she was like, I just gotta believe. I just gotta believe. Like, if I don't believe, I gotta accept that it's over with for me. I was like, oh shit, it's a different aspect. So yeah, no, I agree with you, Miguel.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, a lot of people, they fall up into that trap. You know what I mean? Oh, I can change them or this and that, or like if you support me or I you was never this for me, you was never that. But yo, I'm not here to be your emotional support animal. You know what I'm saying? So like for real, people need to choose whoever they're going to be with based on the person that they are now, not on who they hope that they can change them to, or not on who they hope that they will become in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes will be out here and they'll, you know what I'm saying? Like she'll change, or just because they may be getting some love. And like I was saying back to earlier, a lot of dudes out here got this scarcity mindset, man. It's like, bro, come on, man. Work on yourself, bro. Like, okay, so if you let her go, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Like, no, you use that time to work on yourself, get your behind in the gym, go do some push-ups, go do something, work on, try and pick up some extra shifts, learn a new skill, maybe get a new position.
There's 100 of them, especially if you're in their country. There's one of you, and there's hundreds of them.
Fact.
Yeah,
With
that
that
is
being
a
said,
fact.
man,
You
shout
working
out
in
to my
reverse
young
like you
brother
still in
from
America.
Sky. Yep.
You working in that mindset like you still in America. Like you got to be desperate. Nah,
I'm in America and I'm
you
not
should be
desperate.
fearing the fact that you're gonna walk out the door and kick her out that door because she's easily replaced.
Yeah.
I'm in America and I'm not desperate, and I'm not this is a modern term. What they say, I'm no Ricky Fontaine. Pretty Ricky's what they called him. You know what I mean? I'm none of that guy, but I'm still not desperate. Come on, bro. Like it's a you thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, fellas, but y'all know that women think that a part of being a provider for a woman is supporting her emotions or being an emotional support to her. They think that because we're more logic, but they think like, okay, if you're going to provide for me, that is a part of it, and men try to separate that.
Okay,
I
and
told
I
women
get
all
that,
the
but
time.
what do we get in return?
Bro,
Advice?
no,
Listen,
he is absolutely correct, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was talking to a couple of people earlier today, and I was like, yo, I lost about 15 years of my life trying to be that support. You know what I mean for my wives, bro. Like
do it.
And it's crazy. Like it, bro. When I tell you it's draining, you have people out there. You have people out there, bro. They are just energy vampires, bro. They will suck the life out of you, bro. You just be like, oh my god, what's the problem gonna be today? You know what I'm saying? And it's always, bro. It's always something, and you always got to be the fixer, or you always got to be because they always thinking emotionally. They move emotionally, and that's nah. I'm not. Nah, bro. I'm back to being me. Like I lay out my program, and you either get on it or you get gone. That's like I told my shorty.
Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I just fucking lost it right there.
Vulgarity.
Go ahead,
language.
Come back to me. Go ahead, Miguel.
All right. Yeah. No. So I was telling. So my shorty, like a couple of days ago, she was like, "Oh man, are we gonna go out? It's boring, blah blah blah." I'm like, "We ain't number one. Is like go out. What are you talking about? Like go out at night or what? Like first of all, I'm not going nowhere. It's hot. Like that. Like today, for instance, the field. Like talking about the field. Like temperature was like 110 down here in Cartagena, and I was like, I ain't going nowhere. And miss me. So then she was like, no, go out to have fun, go to a club or something. And I was like, okay. So, I gave her the rock eyebrow. And I was like, well, you know what that comes with, right? And she was like, huh? I said, you ought to be glad. I said, you need to really think about what you're asking. I said, because I'm on the porch right now and I'm chilling. I'm cool. I am good with everything that's going on. I'm cool with it. I said, but if you want me out in that environment, I'm telling you what's going to happen. You talking about you want excitement? Oh, I'm going to make it exciting for you. Because we ain't coming back. Because we ain't coming back alone. And she was like, what? I said, look. I said, you remember when you first met me, right? I said, hell, even now when we walk around, I said, you see all the eyes that we get that is specifically, from women looking. She was like, yeah, you're a very handsome guy. I said, okay, cool. We not coming back home alone. I said, you better, you make your mind up. You better leave well enough. If I were you, I would leave well enough alone. I said, because once you once you let this dog out the cage, let him up off the porch, it's gonna be hard to get me back in there.
Put him back.
I'm content right now. I'm chilling. I'm cool. I'm good. But you sitting up here talking about you want this? Okay, cool. Let's go out and let's see how happy you are after. Let's see what it is. You gonna see me in red? Like you better chill.
I was basically gonna say, don't tell me shit that you don't want me to fix. I usually tell women that because as a man, I'm gonna fix whatever the fucking problem is. So if you don't want me involved, I don't want a motherfucking no.
Language.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't want me to fix your ish, don't tell me. Because if you tell me, I'm gonna
I had the same feeling. Yeah. See, but
and if you don't
that's
follow it, then I'm gonna look at you sideways because I ain't gonna have no empathy or sympathy after you say that you still have the same problem. Because I told you how to fucking fix it.
And then they're gonna say, you don't care, you don't understand how I feel. No.
BS.
Y'all remember that scene in White Men Can't Jump with Rosie Perez, where she said she was thirsty and Woody went to go get her a drink of water. And she was like, no, I didn't want you to go get me a drink of water. I wanted you to say, I too know how it feels to be thirsty.
They don't want solutions. They just want your ear.
Bro,
well, here's the thing though. If you deal with women, at least that's what I come to expect. That's just something like, say, especially if you're gonna be in a relationship, that's something that a lot of times that come with it. They want you to listen to their problems, not fix them. And us as men that are logical thinkers, we're thinking about it from a fixing standpoint.
Because we don't want to hit it all day, Charlie. Yeah. We don't want to hit it all day. That messes up a man's peace.
Yeah, I get it. But a man not having peace is kind of secondary to a woman.
True.
So we're supposed to put their emotions first, but they put our peace second. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, say that again.
So we supposed to put their emotions first, but we put our peace second. That is death, fellas. That is death waiting for you. You hear me?
I didn't say that was right. I just said that's the circumstance. That's the situation. I didn't say it was right. You know what I mean?
That's the delusion of their situation. That ain't the truth. You can buy into that shit and let them gaslight the hell out of you if you want, but they ain't the real.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that. That just is what it is. Like women are more. Here's the thing. Live free piece of game, guys. You know, the more a woman share with you like personal and intimate things, the closer she feels to you.
Yeah,
I think that's everybody.
Well,
or it's another way of her getting you tied into whatever knot she wants to tie you into. You got to look at it that way too.
Hey B, you have spoke no less than 100 times, and you haven't once told me about a female that done you wrong, and it wasn't your fault, and she went and got pregnant by somebody else, and all of that stuff. But it could have been with the woman, for the most part. You know what I mean? It was an episode on Family Guy to where Quagmire job to distract the women. His job was to distract the women while they drove to, I think it was spring break or something. And he was like, have you guys ever experienced a woman at work that is hate on you but act like she's your friend and stuff like that? Oh, and they just jabbered for hours. It's like, we're here. It's like, oh, thank God. Because you could get a woman to talk long about obsolete things that go on in her life. Obsolete things, you know what I mean? I tell you, like, say when my chick was she was going through it at work, I said, baby, the most important thing that you can remember is these people are not your friend. And if it comes to being cool with you or keeping a job, baby, you're gonna lose. So act accordingly.
Man,
I want to say nobody on this panel to choose me over getting their money.
There are trauma vampires out there, y'all. Just stay away from them. They will want to bomb.
We love women.
Hey, but what about when they put that mask on, right? And you don't necessarily know. Like, it's like you got to figure it out. You got to figure the woman out first, and then you say, I see what you is. Sometimes you can catch it faster than other times, but when they put that mask on, it's kind of hard to tell at first because you don't know who you're dealing with. It takes time to know who you're dealing with, and sometimes you in too deep.
No, I gotta push back on that, young brother, and I'll tell you why. The prettier she is, the most voluptuous she is, the more you're willing to overlook red flags.
But
You
you
will
know
tell
that, Charlie.
her,
You
yeah,
know
for
that.
sure. No,
Every
no,
man don't know that. Every man don't have your logic, your wisdom, your discernment, your experience. So if we speaking on men in general, you know, our Black American men or like men in general, everybody's not gonna have that quick pickup like you got. And that comes with time and experience and wisdom and maturity.
That's why you listen to your OGs, and your OGs will tell you to,
And
you know,
we're haters.
crack
reason
test
why I
her
gotta
for at
give-
least 6 months.
But we're haters though, Black Cleaner. That's the whole
Oh yeah, yeah.
about
We the
being
biggest
raised
haters.
by females.
But only reason why I
OGs are
gotta give,
haters on the younger generation. So
Here's
even
the
if
thing,
we're
though,
giving
Doc.
them competent
that's a fact.
advice, they don't want to listen because it's
Yeah.
coming from the wrong
hate
source. They
Yeah.
rather hear from a woman and tell them the truth than they hear from a real man telling them the truth based on life experience.
Ooh, I
Lived
like that. Let me double
experience.
down on that.
There's
They
two
rather
things.
hear it from a woman.
There's
than-
two things: life experience and lived experience, both.
I'm gonna need you to kind of elaborate on that, though.
Life experience is this: you trick it down the road, you read it out of a book, but lived experience is where you actually went through it.
Okay.
You're speaking from a level of I've been there, done that,
Yeah.
and if you
This
don't want to
shit
go
haven't
down that
okay.
same road, here you go.
Okay, yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree with that.
So why you push
But
back, Charlie? Go ahead and feel what you trying
only
to
reason
say.
why I'm pushing back to you, young brother, because you yourself has been on these panels picking up game and seeking game. You see what I'm saying? I done heard you ask about specific situations that you got going on. So if you could do it, sir, why they can't do it? You as a person that you playing devil's advocate, I get it, but you did it. I seen you listening to the OGs and giving quality questions that indicates that you're trying to understand, not just debate. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Charlie. But just because you're a man don't mean that once you get burnt one time, you're gonna stop burning yourself.
No, you're gonna get burnt in different ways. That's right.
But you haven't learned the first time. See, like y'all was
Right.
saying earlier, some people know, like Miguel was saying, you get burnt, you learn, I'm never doing that again. But for some people, I just gotta do it again, even though I did it in a different way, and I'm ending up right back where I was. Everybody don't learn through their experience or, like you say, life or personal. Everybody, and it is unfortunate because you should have enough logic and enough understanding to know, like, okay, don't never do that again. But it's just, Charlie, for some reason, some people just gotta go through it a couple more times, and some people don't come back from it.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta think about it like this, Florence guys. Okay, it's like playing the lottery. There's a jackpot at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? So love is a jackpot in and of itself. So when a guy is going out there, he's looking to hit the jackpot. And yeah, he does get burnt, but guess what? He's still looking for that jackpot, just like everybody else. But every time he gets burnt, what happens? He gets a bigger discernment. But some people, you know what I'm saying, the lesson to them is, yo, okay, love is a joke. So they don't try it again. They just go out here and they do, you know, the hormone, the mongering, you know, portion of it. It's like, you know, something, I'm just going to do it like that. But you still have dudes that's out here like, nah, I believe in this. I believe I've seen the jackpot, you know, because there are people that you see that are happily married, you know, been there for years. So they're like, yo, I don't care. I want that jackpot over there. Just like the woman who's out here looking for her Russell Wilson. She done seen, you know, what's her name? Sierra, the Sierra squad. They all looking for that Russell Wilson out there. So they're gonna keep going out there doing what they need to do until they find their damn Russell Wilson. And there's the guy that's out there that's looking for their Claire Huxtable, their Felicia Rashad, their Cookie. You know, these are the people that they seen it and they're like, yo, I want it. So they just gonna go through, and as they say, I mean, really it boils down to this. pleasure attracts, pain repels. But pleasure attracts a lot more than pain.
Let me let me say this because Black Cleaner triggered a thought in my mind. I don't know, and I'm kind of older, so I would try to. I know the rest of the men on the panel get kind of get what I'm relating to, but Florence Scott, do you remember what was it, Mario Brothers? You remember Mario Brothers?
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, when you went through the dungeon, the only way that you knew that it was certain parts that was on time and you had to wait till the fire stick got right here, then you ran across, is because you went through and the fire stick caught you on your head.
Yeah, facts.
I'm
Yeah,
saying that you learn how to navigate these certain boards by going through it and failing. And when you say like shout out to Pathfinder, he said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
that's a fact.
If you don't learn from your own experience, who you gonna learn from? They say a smart man learns from their mistakes, and a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. If you can't learn from your own mistakes, how can you expect to grow and know what's working and what's not working?
Facts.
So that's just my only pushback on that because yeah, do the study, do the same thing over and over again. In fact, in Minnesota, we got a cycle to every tax season. These little dudes that get their baby mama tax refund, go buy a car, and they good for 3-4 months. But because they don't have license and they ride and they smoking and they got guns and stuff in the car with them, the car gonna be right back on the auction in probably about 6 months after that.
That's
But
if
they
they ain't
don't
tear it
know
up.
if that exactly. That's if they ain't tear it up. But they not understanding that it's a cycle. You know what I mean? What you gonna do to break the cycle?
But
If
Charlie,
you, yes, sir.
it's one of them things where your own logic talk to you and say, quit while you ahead. Just like when Black people talk about gambling. You're quit while you ahead. So whether your own logic is telling you this and you're ignoring it, or you getting a game from a fellow brother and you choose to ignore it. At the end of the day, it's still your choice. So you can't
Not at the end
holler,
of the day, you damn sure right. Yep.
right? So you can't holler wolf when a wolf really come.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I agree with you, but it's different sayings in different genres because down south they got an old saying that says sometimes you gotta leave well enough alone.
True.
It took me to get older because I've been hearing it my whole life, and it took for me to get older to really know what that means. Sometimes you gotta leave well enough alone because going for perfect will make you lose everything. And also in the business world, they say perfect is better. I mean, done is better than perfect. Because if you're waiting for it to be perfect, it'll never be done.
Yeah,
But once it
facts.
get done, you can refine it and get it closer to perfect. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah,
You
no,
know,
I land there.
to piggyback on that, Ford. They said that Ford said he loves his customers because they buy his cars even though they're not complete yet. Every year they buy the newer and improved Ford. It's the same thing with the Apple. You know what I'm saying? That the app that they bought the first Apple, everybody ran to go buy the first Apple, and that was an imperfect Apple. And every year the Apple, the iPhone gets more and more perfect. And every year people go and go to buy it. So it's the same thing. Yeah, if the person was going to sit there and wait until the Apple got extremely perfect to where we were at now, the Apple 16 now or whatever.
17.
If they would have waited all these years, it would. Yeah, the iPhone 17. Think about that. How many phones did Apple have? They had 17 versions of this one phone. If they would have waited all of these years to come out with this version, what would have happened? Nothing.
But
They've
Black
been
Cleaner,
sitting over there
Apple is
broke.
a culture. Apple is more of a culture than just a brand. There's a certain culture that started buying Apple. Okay, and that culture basically knows that Apple is not going to upgrade their product past 3 years. You're not getting no service, no report, no nothing after about 3 to 4 years. You maxed out on your time with that. They're going to force you to go buy something else. They're not going to give you OS support, nothing. So they programmed their audience to expect new things on a consistent basis So they run out and spend money.
And speaking from a person that got a Apple, what is this? This a Max Pro 13. I can contest to that because it's like they going out of their way to mess my phone up at this point. But because I keep my phones for so long, I can afford to walk in the store and be like, "Give me the best phone of this version that you have," because I'm gonna keep this phone for anywhere from 3 to 5 years. You know, because I understand there's no significant change going to come to this phone in the next 2 to 3 years.
Man,
So,
I'm on a highway right now. Chinese phone. Quality all day long for way less.
yeah. So I retired from Apple 20 years. My first iPhone was iPhone 6. Well, I think this is I think I had the
Oh,
iPhone
I'm sorry,
12.
show me. I got to show me. I was looking at the Huawei 3-fold one, but I went with the show me instead.
Hey, don't let the Chinese phones and the Japanese phones and the Chinese and the Japanese cars get to seeping through here, because this gonna change the game. Like, we
No,
used
that's a
to
fact.
American products, and I don't know what Trump doing or the government, but they really trying to keep that stuff from over here, because they know if that stuff hit our market, it's gonna be over with for the American market, because everybody is gonna want those quality
Those
like the
products, yes, for
importers.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push
Well,
back a
here's
little
the
bit.
thing. Here's the thing.
Cap,
This-
bro.
I'm gonna push
Cap.
back a little bit.
I don't know about Cap. BYD is good.
BYD
Go
is
ahead.
good, but if you look at their customer service record and their support
that's
level, it sucks.
And they're
So
not even
while
profitable.
they can't, and here they can't execute on that level to give global support. So if they're having a problem right now in their local market and the little bitty markets that they're in on the islands, different islands that they are surrounding China, if they went global, it would be 100 times worse.
And they don't
Well, Ronan,
go global. Most of their
told
companies
me-
aren't global like our companies are global. Like iPhone is demanded globally. There's no other equivalent phone that's on the same level. And then again, both countries do the same thing. I'm not even going to cap for America. America blocks out Chinese products less so, but still they do it. And so does China. So at the end of the day, they don't let us in their market. We don't let them in our market to an extent. And that's just how it goes down. It's no such thing as if we let them in, we so scared. We not scared, bro. Fucking our market is like worth trillions, way more than theirs. Our enterprise are more expansive. We got 3.8 billion people on our platforms. It's ridiculous.
So
So
why
the
don't we
amount
make
of demand is high.
I
So
mean,
the countries
OTO,
do it. That's why.
I don't think
Can I
Most
chime in on this?
countries block. It's illegal to have Facebook in China. It's illegal to have YouTube in China. It's illegal to have these type of products and services because they protect their own industry for their own growth and development. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't do it. It's their country. They could do whatever the hell they want. But at the end of the day, we have the same thing and it exists in our country. We protect certain industries, just like you would yell to the government and say, why aren't you protecting our homeland? They're going to protect it from certain things, and so does China. They both do it. So acting like one doesn't and the other doesn't is just disingenuous. They both do it.
Hey, let me jump in on
OTO,
this, y'all. Let me jump in
I
on
don't
this
think
from a European standpoint. I'm out here and we have crazy Chinese vehicles. Matter of fact,
You feel me?
I forget one country. Oh, Lincoln Co. Their parent company purchased Volvo. I'm in the Volvo right now, and like the parts, when I step in a Lincoln Co. and look at it, the parts are very similar, right? So China is definitely sneaking into a lot of markets. In the Caribbean, they're already there. They have a car here called the JAECOO, JAECOO. It looks like a Range Rover. They got another car that looks like a Bentley. They got
Yeah, the
another car
JSORs
called
are in Panama right now
They-
too. I
they
was
are
just
the
in one.
Listen,
okay.
they are the
So you know I
captains
ain't even
of the
capping. Hold on, let me finish.
Nah, they
So they got
nice.
the JAECOO.
I wish they had them over in the States because those things
Yo,
is
I'm
beautiful.
telling you, these cars are good when you look at them, off the rip. But their customer service is crap, right? And also their longevity is there's a big question mark on it. But if you jump in this thing called a Zeekr, They got Zeekers, Zeekr. The joint is crazy. You know, the luxury is like you're getting a bang for your buck when you just look at it really quickly. But I do think that if they brought them into America, that it's going to cause a problem, especially in the electric car market, because these cars are a fraction of the cost of like the Tesla, so to speak. And
But
American
all I was
cars,
trying to say.
yeah, an
Yeah, you
American
can say
car.
that, but go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Well, y'all ready to go at each other. But now, American cars, a lot of times, you know, their battery technology comes from China anyway. So look, they're doing better cars at a fraction of the price, and they perform, they look good, and just because they're not in America doesn't mean that they're not everywhere else. Here, you can lease a Zeekr, and this car does like 0 to 100 kilometers, which is like 0 to 60, in like 3.2 seconds.
Mm.
And you can get it for like maybe 60,000 or 80,000 euro, and they're almost giving them away with the deal, lease
Jacked up the
prices and stuff.
price.
So these cars parking themselves. They got surround cameras. If they put these in the American market, as far as the electric, they're gonna make a huge dent. No diddy.
Well, I mean, yeah, we saw it in history too. Look at Toyota. There was a time where Toyota just wasn't seen as competition. Their cars were seen as crap. And then eventually everything changed. And Toyota did take like a sizable market. If
Y'all
America
remember Hyundai
didn't,
in America? Hyundai were cheap
Bro,
cars.
again, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Nah.
woulda,
The
coulda,
top selling
they have
cars,
it.
the top selling cars inside Europe are all European cars. I just looked it up. So all the top 5 selling cars. And then when you go to EV, the number 1 selling car is obviously Tesla. Then if you go to China, the number 1 selling EV car is also a Tesla. Now shout outs to BYD because it's second place with the Song and the Seal at 500,000 in the year of 2025, 841,000 for Model Y. So and that's just Model Y, that's also not including Model 3. So if you put both of those in there, they're at 1 and 3. BYD is at 2. So at the end of the day, we are cleaning up even in the country that you say if they're unleashed into our country would do X, Y, and Z.
Well,
Look,
no,
both countries, no,
they're
those are just numbers. You
available.
can't beat the numbers. Now,
They're
both of the countries,
available within the United States and Europe, but they have significant tariffs on them. If they didn't have those tariffs on them, it would
in where?
100%.
Every country has tariffs, bro. If you
Yep.
bring cars to
No,
China, it has tariffs. If you bring cars to Thailand, it's 300% tariffs. There's tariffs everywhere. So you're saying
It's
if it
ridiculous.
goes
They only
away,
have,
I
every
don't think you're
country does it.
understanding.
hold on. They
I
don't
don't
really
think you
have car
understand.
lots in the Philippines because the car lots can't even afford to have all the cars just sitting there waiting for somebody to buy. You literally have to order, pay all the fees, shipping costs, and everything before you can even get a car in this country.
Just look. First of all, just come out with a foreclaimer. I'm broke. I don't get money. I hate America. So I'm just a commie. And then if you come out in the conversation
Wow,
like
how did
that,
we
then
even
you can
get
say what
here?
you want to say.
What?
You get
I
what I'm
was waiting
saying?
for this moment.
How did we
Nah,
even
because
get
like
here, bro?
Americans at this point, bro,
Like, what
they
are
just
we
be rooting for China. They be riding China's dealios. Like, man,
Bruh,
they
if they
gonna
make
pay.
good cars, they make
You're
good
like, yo,
cars,
bro,
man.
Charlie, I swear, Charlie, in another 10 days, somebody gonna come in here and say China got vibranium. They just gonna keep coming out with just new inventions that China got. They gonna win. They got
Okay, so
Hey,
we could take.
listen,
Oh,
y'all wow.
go ahead,
Go
Charlie. Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was just saying y'all wow. That was a wild segue, OTO. That was a wild one. Go
No, but
ahead,
wait, hold on,
Mr.
Charlie.
Johnson.
Well, no, just 2 seconds.
like, look, wait, hold on. If
Ma-
y'all don't like American women, y'all really don't like Chinese women because they're worse than American women. So
What are
y'all
you
just better
talking
be
about?
happy with what you got going on, economics wise and women wise. You better just be happy that you got American women because you don't want Chinese economics and you
I hear
damn
what you're
sure don't
saying.
want
Yeah,
Chinese women. Go ahead,
I
my
don't
brother.
think anyone
I
said
definitely
they
hear what you're
wanted
saying.
that. I think we were just talking about the cars.
No,
But
hold
you
on,
were
hold
just
on.
wrong about that
KB,
too.
hold
But
on.
continue, go, brother.
So okay, made in Taiwan, made in China, right? That is not even a car. It's just a lot of the stuff, like, because we know our cars is made in America, from America, most of our cars, but we get a lot of imports that's made from overseas. What I'm saying is like the European cars and all that, cool. But specifically, the cars that's coming out of Asia, they're trying to keep them cars away from getting in America at a high rate. Now, let's take it away from the cars. Most of our stuff is still made in Taiwan, made in China, made over here, made over there. And when it comes to like the cars that they have over there, they rather now, yes, you're right about the Teslas and the, you know, certain cars that they value over there, but them Chinese people, they still prefer they EV cars over our cars over here. But if we had more access to
No,
their
they
cars
don't.
over there, we will actually take them. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't. The numbers don't support what you're saying. They sell
Okay.
more
Shout out
Tesla
to
cars in
TSM right
China,
quick.
and the Tesla car is worth double what the Chinese car is worth. They
The
still buy
difference,
it, bro. You have you even lived in China? That's what I'm
No,
saying,
I ain't
right?
never lived
you
in
know, the
China.
difference with
Exactly.
that is that
So
Tesla is seen as as a brand that you should strive for. China is extremely like
Materialistic.
materialistic. Thank you. So a Tesla is a
hey, don't
status
call them
symbol over
that.
there. A BYD seal is not a status symbol. It's like okay, you
You
a
a
broke
A
dude.
brokey.
That's why you
Hyundai or Toyota.
right. But now look, the BYD seal, I think that's the one that looks like a Panamera. What they
Yeah,
do is they
it's pretty cool.
copy European brands. So off
That's
the
it.
rip, if your cars are being modeled after Volvo, if they're being modeled after Range Rover, if they're being modeled after Porsche, that means you kind of broke if you buy it because you can't afford the real shit.
That's
That being
crazy.
said, there's a lot of people whose
Magnesia, if we
finances.
can, let's dial back on the vulgarity.
Oh,
I
I
get it,
said
bro.
SHIT. I'm sorry, brother.
No problem. You
Um,
good, big dog.
All right, thank you. So it's like, yeah, I can see myself driving in a Chinese car because of the stigma that it's cheap. That being said, I know that the China of today and made in China today is not the made in China of 25 years ago. So they're trying to come up. My brother spoke about the
True.
BYD. They are second place to Tesla, I believe, right? That's what you said, OTO?
Yeah. They are. They
But
are.
now we
They're
gotta
good to
look
go.
at how quick it took them to get that spot.
Quick.
And that's the point that we're saying is
Well,
that
wait, hold on. But BYD's like a 30-year-old company. Tesla's only 15.
20 years.
wait,
20,
wait, didn't
No,
25.
30. BYD. Oh, you're talking about Tesla. Okay, 20. 10 years, bro. That's a big difference. That's a decade.
but when
I
did
mean,
they
they're a
go to
very
the
old
electric
company.
car market though? The electric car market.
They've been making batteries all their life. That's basically 80% of the
Right.
car.
I knew it was the battery that they was well, at least I thought it. But when they start look, Xiaomi, who makes phones, they
Mm-hmm.
make cars now. You see what I'm saying? All these cars in Africa, like especially in Nigeria and Ghana, they're using Chinese motors. So
Rona.
China is definitely creeping in the market everywhere. And BYD is just their real, the only real brand that got a lot of respect put on it. So we have to, as Americans, keep an eye on that. Because if not,
Oh, my
China is
bad,
going to
bro.
take over the market. They're actually taking over the world right now to keep it on it. Economically, they are.
Let me say
So
this
you
real
don't
quick.
think this? Oh, go ahead, brother.
Nobody's
Go
Okay,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm out.
nobody's
Go
doubting
ahead.
the fact that China's industry, when it comes to production, is at the most highest rate possible. Every other company that's producing products is going to China to have them manufacture or produce it right along
Right.
with India.
But
India
you're
is
still getting
now.
the quality though, right?
So,
But let me say this. Okay. One, you got
so
stricter standards when it comes to American products versus their own product. So this is a whole nut in itself. An American company might go over there and say, we need you to hold to these tolerances before you QC one of our products out your warehouse. Chinese products are push as many out as possible. We don't care about tolerances. If they break, they break. We don't give a damn. Over the point, you look at our patents, then you look at Chinese patents. Chinese patents are notorious, like you said. They copy a lot of things, or they wait until the patent drops out. They do a small rendition of the original patent, and guess what they get to do? Reapply for a new patent of the same fucking product for making one little change. Excuse my
Language.
French. So it doesn't mean.
Hey,
So it doesn't mean
OTO, I
because
got a challenge for you, OTO.
they
And you know I'm
produce.
rocking, I've been rocking with you for years.
Hold on. Because they're producing something, that does not mean the product over a period of time is one going to be reliable, and it's going to have the longevity of the original product they're copying. Because a lot of products are out on the market right now that mirror the original product, one for one. People do this all the time. They look at Temu product and they order something from the original manufacturer. It looks almost like it. All the time, the stuff they're getting from Temu that looks exactly like it, might have the same quality, does not have the longevity. It's not going to last that long. So it looks good right
So you're not
now.
getting no quality when it comes to these phones and these cars. You telling me that when it comes from China and certain places of Asia that it's not quality. Some people are buying these things for not the name, the quality of the. So I don't gotta get a Tesla. I can get something that's similar to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, foreign skies, as the saying goes. Was it Apple designed in California, made in China? There you go.
Your Oppo, which is OPPO, and they're all over Thailand, was named Oppo because it sounds like Apple. I bought one because it looked like it had the bells and whistles, but soon as there's a problem with it, you can't get it fixed. You got to essentially throw the whole thing away. So China isn't where we think they are,
Okay.
but they do. Their influence is very wide reaching. So my challenge to OTO, my
Your
challenge
phone
to
broke,
OTO,
Ronan. Your phone broke, Ronan. Go ahead, Magnesia.
my challenge to OTO,
Chinese phone, broken. Chinese phone. Nah, I'm
that
joking.
condo, that million baht condo, $1 million condo you in right now, brother. Did China make it?
Yeah. Wait, you talking to me, Nat?
Yeah, your condo. Did China make it? Because they doing all the construction in Southeast Asia.
I'm in Switzerland, but I know what you mean.
Oh,
yeah,
you are?
Yeah. But
Hell of a
nice.
Yeah, y'all close to each
yeah,
other.
but to your point, yes. If I was in Thailand, yes. Go ahead.
Right.
I thought you was you live out there now, brother?
In Switzerland? No. I just came here for vacation for about 3 months.
Oh, no,
About
awesome,
3
bro.
months. Shout out to you, man.
Look,
Hey, we
this is
gonna have
supposed
to
to be a
end on that
ruggedized.
goddamn note.
This is supposed to be a ruggedized phone. You see how brickish this thing is? It's supposed to be
Hold on, let me give you the
waterproof.
Summer Jam joint. Hold on, Ronan.
It's called
Ronan,
an
hold on.
Okie
There
tail.
you
This
go.
is called an Okie tail. I brought this because it's supposed to be ruggedized. It's supposed to have a freaking three week long battery. It's one of the longest charged batteries in the world, right? This is supposed to be a ruggedized phone. It's heavy as shit. It's a brick. I drop it from 3 feet and look at it.
That's crazy.
I was gonna buy that
case
phone.
on
I
it,
swear to
man.
God.
You got to get the case. You know that.
Yeah, but you a weirdo. Nobody want that type of phone.
Look, it comes in a case, man.
Yeah, I was about to say it.
Come on, man.
got a case
You a
on it.
weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no baddie want that. Ain't no regular Joe want that phone. Come on, let's keep it a
I
buck.
wanted that phone. I swear because
Yeah,
it's
see,
rugged
you a
phone.
weirdo too, Nat Nizzy.
Nah, but for work though, for work. But
Yeah.
let me ask you about the speaker. Is that speaker good?
That speaker is bomb, man. This thing is loud.
That's why I wanted to get it.
That speaker right there is loud as fuck. It's a good phone.
Language.
It
That's
ain't.
cap.
Excuse me for the language. But what I'm saying is, yeah, this phone is bad. But I'm saying
You look like where in the world is Carmen San
quality of
Diego,
it is
bro?
great, but
Wow.
everything it counts it to be is not necessarily true.
That look like
Okay,
one
so
of
can
them
we
Pokemon
agree?
decks, man. That
So
joint's
can
look
we
wild,
agree
man.
So can we agree that we do get certain qualities when it comes to their productions overseas in Asia, right? We're not saying they perfect, but you do get certain qualities
And the
over
reason I
others.
brought it, let me tell you this: the reason I brought it, it was a $300 phone. Instead of me having a $1,500 iPhone and having somebody try to take it from me, you took that from me. I wasn't gonna have no cries about, oh my god, my phone got taken from me. You get what I'm saying? I just go buy another one.
You got my bootleg phone. Yeah, for sure. I get you.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Now-
guys.
now-
Let me read
okay.
this. Real quick, guys. Let me read this chat from my good brother Prime, pulling up, showing love as always. He said, "LOL, bro is in Switzerland, and they have more millionaires per square mile than anywhere in the world, besides Manhattan. OTO ain't playing." Shout out to you for that, brother.
Yeah, he been not playing.
Yeah. Nah, bro, stay on the ball. Like, yeah,
I'm trying to get y'all on the ball, but y'all be wanting to be communists. Y'all be wanting to Do you ride, China and stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's why you're gonna end up and life is gonna be busted and disgusted. China ain't gonna help you. Now, don't get
We
me
be trying to
wrong.
see what they coming with.
They not coming with no. Let me stop joking. Look, China do got great things, right? But it's just not the stuff you're naming. So again, if you were talking about shipbuilding, you're talking about rare earth refining. Like they got that on lock. They have it patent. So I can't take that away from them. Even just manufacturing, I'm not taking that away from them. Now, smart factories, we have that. But if you're talking about just a standard, stock factory issue, literally factory, then
Right.
they do have good potential. But you
Okay.
guys don't understand the supply stack. So you're thinking manufacturing is everything. You still got the end customers who's selling the retailers, who's actually doing so. Mining and manufacturing are important, but they're not just, you don't get massive amounts of return on your capital because
Right.
they don't have that add value onto it. So again, the iPhone only costs, let's say, $150. Foxconn, they actually make the phone and then they sell and they make small margin. But then you got Apple, which is further downstream, the retailer who sells it for $1,000, and they make most of the profit in the whole entire supply chain. So even though Foxconn produces all of it, right? At the end of the day, Apple makes all the profit. And in Foxconn, they don't have much profit because, again, they're just a manufacturer. Now, that's a strong position. So I'm not saying they're bums, they're idiots, they're lames. No, it's still a great company, great business. But it's just not the same when it comes to value and in return on your capital. So there's, again, segments where China's doing its thing, but I'm not really worried. Listen, if China's doing great, this is what I always tell people. Let's say you're right. China going to become number one, right? Most people will say China's doing good right now, right? Like it's not a bum third world country. It sucks. It's none of that, right? China's catching up. They're going to eventually lead. Okay, so if they're good at number two, then America will still be good at number two also. So at the end of the day, even if they became number one, it's not like we're dead and we're number zero and we're worse than Africa. Like we're still in a great position. So it's really not that
Well,
serious.
Africa had to
I
take a
mean,
straight shot,
it's
bro.
not like we're homies
It
with
was an
them.
easy target.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
thank
Willie.
you.
It's not like we're friends, you know. It's like it might be a problem if we're number two now, because we're not
Yeah, but
friends. They
again,
don't
we're
fucking
not
like us.
friends now, and they're number two. And so again, we're still around. We're still on the board. It's not like all our battleships blow up because we're number two now. Our whole economy blew up because it's number two now. We're still in the game. So we're completely fine.
So can you answer the question like why they don't want those
Because
cars like
both
the
countries don't. That's what I'm saying. You act like it's an American thing only.
Me? Why
China
did everybody
blocks
go?
literally all our corporations. So at the end of the day, it's a firewall. YouTube is illegal. So again, they both do it. I'm not just acting like it's only America or only China. I recognize that both countries do it. All countries do it. Thailand does the same stuff. Every country does it, bro. So you're acting like, America's doing something that China's not. They're both blocking certain companies, certain industries because they want to protect their own market share. Duh.
Well, yeah.
Everybody does it.
I think the point he was making is that a lot of these vehicles would be competitive. Like I know the
Everybody
Toyota.
does it though, bro. You
No
don't think
one's
China
arguing whether or
China
not
blocks
they do
China
it.
blocks YouTube because YouTube will be competitive. Okay, are we mad at China? No, it's their country. They decide the laws. End of story.
Hold on. No.
That's a fact.
I would
That's
think
a fact.
China
Can't
tends to
argue.
do
Duh.
it. China tends to do it for different reasons. China
Now
has
the
a
reasons matter. You see how he acting
the
like a
reasons
girl
they
and moving the
do.
goalposts? Well,
It's
they
not
do it for different
it's not
reasons.
moving the
Now he
goalposts, but
moving
the
the
reasons
goalposts.
matter.
They
Let me
do it.
explain why the reason will matter.
It
Because
doesn't
China,
matter. It's the end
it
result.
does. It does because China
Go ahead.
they really want to focus on maintaining state control. If they have YouTube, Facebook, or these different platforms, it's difficult for them to control the narratives on those platforms, especially considering that they're American companies. With the Toyota box trucks and those tiny little transport trucks from Toyota, those particular trucks are specifically banned in America, despite
Okay.
Japan being an ally, because they cost $10,000, $11,000. If they come here, GM would be devastated GM, Dodge, it would be really, really devastating to have those types of Toyota box trucks here.
So it's too much competition.
How?
Well, I mean, they make a
No,
really damn
explain.
good.
But hold on, but hold on. They both block.
Hold up.
Even go ahead.
You just told OTO that the reasons matter. So explain how. Explain your reasoning. Explain that rationale. How?
Well,
Because you still have to import all of this all of this so-called better, like you're pushing and making it like China is all this and that, this is great, but you still have to import all of this stuff. So explain to me how the American public is going to eat the cost of that import on top of saying, oh, well, not getting great customer service rather than getting an American-made vehicle
not getting great customer service from Toyota?
from these Chinese vehicles, bro. Follow a bouncing ball.
I'm not saying that those vehicles are 100% creme de la creme, but give it 5 years, 10 years, and I really do think if you have the option to get you live in the city and you have the option to get a electric vehicle that's $20,000 versus having to go out and buy a Tesla for $60,000 if you're in that market.
How is that? Okay.
People are gonna pick the
Explain this
$20,000
to me. Explain it to me from a macroeconomic standpoint. How is that vehicle going to cost you? So maybe in China it costs you $20,000, but there's such things that's called importing. So you mean to tell me the Chinese are going to sell that same vehicle for $20,000, even though it might have took them $5,000 to get that vehicle here?
No, in my opinion, even with the additional tax or tariffs that they might put, I think it's still major competition for U.S. manufacturers, like Toyota, like what Toyota did to GM.
Yeah, but Toyota is also tariffed if it goes into China. China has tariffs on foreign cars brought into their country also. So explain that.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying that
aren't they afraid of Toyota as a competition and Volkswagen as a competition?
Of course.
I got some pushback to everybody.
Okay, so if America can do it, so can China.
I'm not arguing whether or not it's right or wrong if America does it. I'm just saying it's extremely competitive.
This is what I want to know.
Everything's extremely competitive. This is life. What do you mean?
Hold on, y'all. Charlie trying to speak.
I just want to know how come Nissan Altima is the baby mama starter package in America? That's all
they get loaned to everybody.
Right. You know what I mean? Can y'all explain that to me?
Hey, and they give financing to everybody.
Gray or white with tinted windows. That's how you know her baby daddy still girl.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
You ever seen the Nissans in the front? It be all fucked up too, but they don't want to repair it. The front be all messed up.
That's all I want to know. Like, can somebody explain that through like business standpoint? How they get baby mamas to sign on to the Nissan Altima?
Because they baby mamas is CNAs. That used to be the CNA starter package.
Oh man, y'all giving black American women strays, man. Respect our queens.
No, we can't do that.
Charlie started it, Matt.
No, because it's white baby mamas in them Altimas too. They just got black baby daddies.
What's wrong with it being a CNA? That's a good job. They usually level up and become an LPN.
That's just like in the DR, everybody's a nail tech. Like she's 3 years old and she's a nail tech. Like how does this make sense? So yeah, I get it.
Most women go into nursing when they run out of options. They're like, fuck, I done fucked up the first 5 years of my life. Time to go to nursing school.
AB, we got
my bad. You messed
too
up.
Intelligent not to be able to find alternative language, sir. But yeah, like, come on now. Like, Mac needs to say black women are catching strays. No, that's baby mamas all around the world. Like, I knew.
Okay, baby mama is code for black women, though. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
And the Altima, that's definitely some black-ish.
I mean, ain't this like an entry-level car that people can average people can afford, right? A Nissan Altima.
So to speak, yeah. But do you know what it was before it was the Altima?
What?
It was the Nissan Neon.
Maxima.
Y'all remember that? What they
Um,
call it, Neon or something like that?
yeah.
That was the start of
No,
Kid back then.
that was a Dodge Neon, not the Nissan
Oh, is
Neon.
that what that was?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know it's
Always
something
say
like
that.
that.
Not a lot of echo.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, listen. I was supposed to be up out of here at like 2:33. I mean, at 2 hours and 30 minutes to 3 hours. But you, every time I be like, I'm finna shut it down, you brothers go heating up the kitchen again. We got one more meal to serve, man. Like it's hot. So with that being said, guys, we close out because I gotta make it to the bank and shit. I ain't got just millions of dollars sitting in the bank somewhere. I have to
Language.
around. Okay, my bad. What?
Hey, Charles, you're gonna have to go back and bleep out every cuss word. You're gonna have a long night, brother.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to, you know what I mean, just minimize. And it's okay to like express yourself from time to time again, but I have a hard time thinking a panel full of somewhat intelligent men couldn't find alternative language. I can tell you what, maybe it's just the way that I think about it, but when I was younger, an adult told me, I think it was a teacher, she said, if you got to cuss, that's just in ignorant mind frustrated because it can't express itself. So use an alternative way to express yourself.
It's just passion.
You can't relay passion without cuss words?
It's an
No,
enhancer.
it's
It's a
like in the
sentence
heat of the
enhancer.
moment, Charlie. Like you get the cooking, and and you can't
Not
find that
really.
word that you need, so you just go to the word that you know.
I feel it. I feel it, man. And I'm with it. But tonight has been an excellent night, man. I think we did some pretty decent numbers and everything. Pull up tomorrow. I got another live. I'm gonna be dropping a thumbnail shortly after we close this one out, and it's about how the older generation of women lead the younger generation of women astray. You know what I mean? Because we got a panel full of men over here that's sharing game that the men that's coming after us that could take and add into their lives for the most part. For the most part, we
Can,
not promoting mango buying and stuff like that. If that's your thing, that's your thing. We not living. Hey, do your thing. But it is a panel of men to where I like to think we share intelligent thoughts and give intelligent feedback. You know what I mean? And although we don't all agree, we can all be civil and be respectful to each other. I think that's something that
what was the title again, Charlie?
why judge his choices.
No, 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 no. The new one that you said.
Oh, it's why the older generation of women lead the younger generation of women astray. Because my thing is this: if you're 60 years old and you talking about you need a man to come pay for you, and it hasn't worked yet, why would you push that on this 19-year-old? It didn't work. You didn't get no results from it. If that makes sense, it might not make
I
sense,
hear you.
but I hope to make more sense of it tomorrow. So
No, no.
that's gonna be.
I look forward to that because I'm gonna take the opposite position. They ain't leading them astray. They leading them in the right direction.
Ooh, I was
Mm,
gonna say I wasn't really jacking that title, but I'll pull up for the show. Why do black men lead these young black men astray? You
that's
know.
another show. That's another show. I listen. I play the devil's advocate too. Hey, listen. We talk about both sides, man. I promise you, because I don't want people to think this is just a woman bashing channel. You know what I mean? Like I tell men all the time, like old folks say down south, no matter where you go, there you are. If you a lame here, I'm sorry. You go somewhere else, you're a lame there. You just a lame with more money. So I truly believe that. And if you a lick here, if a woman in America get over on you, can get over on you, a woman in a different country can get over on you. And in fact, I think their game is a lot sweeter outside of the country. You know what I mean? I think because they got the long game in, and the fact of the matter, you come over there and you let her know that you're so battered and abused, she was like, "Oh, this is easy money. Let me call him Poppy and look in his eyes and watch that one tear roll down his eye." He called his baby, "Hey, put your mom on the phone. I ain't never coming home. Have a good life." And hang the phone up. You know what I mean?
And
Nice
Charlie
now.
too. You cooking because you don't, and especially since you don't know the price difference between the USD. You like, man, that's easy. That ain't no money. What you need, girl? Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap. She like, it ain't really cheap. It's really expensive compared to local prices. But since you don't understand that nuance, you like, I'll spend it. I'll spend it. It ain't nothing. That's easy. So she
Mhm.
get to run up a game easier on you. Like you don't see the
Yeah,
Yeah,
price.
fact. Hey, Charlie, real quick. So what you're saying is, no matter where you go, keep your boundaries.
that's a factoid. Your boundaries
Ding ding
is
ding
what
ding
make
ding
you
ding ding ding
you.
ding.
If a person feel like your boundaries is disrespectful to them, that's a disrespect to you. You see what I'm saying? If I'm telling you I don't want you to speak to me in such a matter and you take that offensively, that's offensive to me because why do you feel like you can disrespect me and that'll be fine? I'm already telling you it's disrespectful. I didn't warn you. I don't play the B word. Don't like. I get it. They y'all call that. I'm not saying you personally, but y'all call each other that over there. I don't operate out of that because men don't talk like that where I'm from to each other. So don't talk to me like that. Oh man, you being sensitive and all of that stuff. Well, whoop my ass. I get it. Language. But yeah, what? It's another saying down south. You can't whoop me. Or the other one is, I bet you won't put your hands on me. You see what I'm saying? So I land there.
Well,
Anybody
hold
got
on, Charlie, but that's not a cuss. That's just a donkey.
that is a donkey. That is a donkey. Now, I'm gonna make a donkey of somebody that's playing with me like that. But at the same time, reason why I require respect because I lead with respect. I don't come off to nobody disrespectful. And if you look at that as a weakness, we'll get to it. You'll get to it. You know what I mean? But I that's neither here nor there. But anybody wants to? Do you guys want to say anything before we get up out of here? Starting with Foreign Skies. Shout out to you, Foreign Skies. I'm just saying that because you're the closest to me at the top.
Yeah, brother. Once again, another fire panel with all intelligent brothers. Glad to be talking to all y'all. Um, Shout out to all of the, comments and the different intellect that came from you brothers. I learned a lot, soaked up a lot, and it's just glad to be, on the panel with y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next one. And everybody be safe and have a good day.
Man, shout out to Foreign Skies, a young brother that's really a catalyst of this thing of ours over here. Shout out to you, Foreign Skies. And although I know I've said it once, but I said it a million times. Anytime you see me as my panel, bro, feel free to pull up because it's your panel as well. Miguel, what you got going, big bro? What you got going on out there? You got any
Oh
words?
man. Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna reiterate what OTO said earlier, and that's man, like who like you. Don't get trapped by the big button and smile. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes, man, you gotta take back your respect, man. You gotta have respect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to ask yourself a question. Does she add value to my life, and what is that value? You know what I'm saying? Like if you walk in other words, if you walk into a room with this woman with your peers, or if you walk in with something, you know what I'm saying? Like are you gonna get the Snickers? Are they gonna pull you, you're gonna have some partners that pull you to the side and be like, yo, man, she just topped off your boy 2 weeks ago. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, like dudes really need to have you know what I mean? You got to have respect for yourself, man, and then everything. Trust me, everything else will fall into place, man. So that's all I wanted to say, man. Just like who like you, man.
That's a fact. And I'll double down on that. Like yourself first, man. Have some self confidence and self respect for yourself, man. Because if you respect yourself, people will respect you as well. But if you accept anything, people will give you anything. So shout out to Miguel for that. KB, what you got going, young brother? You want to leave us with a chart that we should look at or something? You know, you the accountant on the
I mean,
panel.
I don't got a lot to say. I just, if anybody is watching the show, listening to the show, you stumble upon this. I just want people, whoever's out there, it's just, man, just go out. You've probably been hearing about the travel space passport, bro, blah blah blah, and the news got their opinion. Just go, man. Just go out there and just experience these other cultures and these other places. It's just such an eye-opening experience. I know so many people here who they've never been outside this country even once, so they just have no concept. So just go out there and just experience these things and see them for yourself, because I guarantee you the people who have some of the strongest opinions, some of the most foulest opinions about not only us passport bros, but people who travel outside the country for women or for whatever it is that they want. Those people have usually never even been outside their own country, and they probably don't even speak the language. Most times they don't even speak the language. So Yeah, don't listen to people who haven't really been out there. Just go for yourself and see for yourself. And if it's something that you like, it's something that you like. But if you don't like it, then it is what it is, But at least
I
you have
agree.
the experience.
I agree. Shout out to you, man. Bless. Appreciate you pulling up, KB. OTO, what you got going, good brother? I know you finna leave us with some stock tickers to look up and shit. What you? Well, my bad, guys. Well, what you got going,
Yeah.
OTO?
Nothing, man. Just kicking it. Yo, I was thinking something funny. Hey, can I say, if you don't know how to speak English and you in America, don't say nothing because you don't understand nothing. Can I say that?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that's kind of like what KB said. Shout out to KB. Look, man, why judge his choice? At the end of the day, guys, like who like you and do what you do. I really got no judgment on whether somebody is a quote unquote simp or doing this and running that. Look, most of you guys, I know the dark side of you guys. I'm gonna keep it G. You with whoever you want to be because you gonna do it, and there's nothing that Charlie could say. Black Cleaner, Nakneezy, Ronan. When a man decide he want to be with a girl, he gonna figure out whatever justification, and he gonna just stay there. You know those guys you talk to that come to you and confidant and they say, hey man, this girl, blank, blank, blank. And guess what? They still with it though, right? They stay with it though, right? So people are in the relationships I believe they deserve at the end of the day. If not, you'll be out of it. And so I got nothing to say to you. And for somebody who's, at least for my life, hey man, I ain't judging. I ain't got nothing to say about it. I ain't saying you a lame, you a weirdo, you shouldn't pay, you should pay. It's irrelevant, man. I find the girls who like me. I deal with my deals on my term, and I ain't got no judgment on anybody else and what they got going on. Because as we always used to say, an old proverb, right? Whatever goes on in a man's house is his house. So I ain't got nothing to say. Shout outs to everybody. I ain't judging. Peace.
Shout out to you for that. Appreciate you, OTO.
Now, wait, hold on. If you say something about America, though, I'm judging. Shout outs to the Empire, you commies, KB, Black Cleaner, I know you're a communist. And shout outs to everybody else. Nakneezy got the flag on the back. And Ronan, I know you love America. So shout outs to the real patriots. And I judge all commies, especially Black Cleaner and KB.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, OTO, man. It's always a pleasure whenever you pull up on the panel, man. Enjoy your world tour, man, because you look like you really enjoying yourself. I know you got cut up and everything on the way out there, man. So yeah, shout out to you, bro.
I know he cold. He playing it up. I know he cold. I can't do
He
that.
cold out there?
Oh, he
Bro,
cold. Man.
yeah, man. I hate that. I've been in Thailand too long. I was like, bro, I don't think I'll be moving here for long term because
What's the
my
temp
skin
out
ain't been
there?
cold in a long time, so I don't like the way it. Nah, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What's the temperature?
I don't
Cold.
know, but not Thailand. I think it's like
Zero.
30
What is
something.
Thailand though, except like Arizona or Death Valley?
Yeah, I take that, man. I can't deal with the cold.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up once again, OTO, man. It's always a pleasure. My brother Black Cleaner, what's up, bro? You got any parting words?
Unplug
Uh,
it.
check it
Unplug it.
out.
Are you gonna?
Thanks for having me on the panel. Check out next Monday, well this Monday coming up. We're gonna be on finances, money mindset Monday. I didn't put the thumbnail up, but Monday at 8 p.m. 7 Eastern Standard Time. At the Black Cleaner. If you all don't know, that's on
I'm setting the
YouTube
clock.
live
Say it
stream.
again. What is it again? I'm setting the clock. Finance. Go ahead. What?
I said Money Mindset Monday at the Black Cleaners channel live stream. Check us out Monday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be putting up the thumbnail soon. And thanks for having me on the panel. When it comes to being judged, as I said, it's just being overseas. It's just a clean glass of water. It's your choice. You want to be in the clean glass of water, living life and having a good time. Come over here and do it. If you want to manage and be in that, that corrupted glass of water, that's your choice too. But it's your choice. Do what you do. And I'm out on that reply.
Appreciate you to Black Cleaner, man. Y'all go subscribe to the Black Cleaner, man. Him and Cool Keem over there, they really be dropping some knowledge. And the man got some relaxing music. Like you don't do nothing else, listen to that, man, because the music be, yeah, no, I have me a drink and have a cigar and watch them and just kick it in the background. But I digress. Nagneezy, how you
I gotta
feeling,
head
good
out, guys.
brother?
See you guys. Y'all have a
All
good
right,
night.
Good
appreciate you,
night.
KP.
Good night.
I want to leave y'all with a message of positivity. Um, I think we should always remember to love, no, to cherish, love and respect and protect our big Shirleys, our Black American women at all costs. And if she has a son, take that son under your wing, treat him like he's yours. It's a package deal, hood happy meal. Enjoy it, love it, respect it, protect it. Choose them over those dirty foot, third world, squat pooping, dirty foot.
Oh, come on, come on, man.
With that, I leave y'all. Respect the Black American woman. I'm out. One.
Shout out to Magnesia pulling up, man. And bro, hey, bro, say what he say and he stand on it, and I gotta respect that. But with that being said, Magnesia, I don't know if you was being literal or facetious, but if so, if you being literal, I would like for you to co-host a panel with me because the topic I can see it right now. Protect all big Shirleys, and I just want you to roll with that. If you cool with that, Magnesia say hell no. I
Yeah,
was
I'm
just
I'm
talking.
always down for respecting the Black American woman. So I'll iron my cape, throw my cape on, and we could get it for real. Let me
For
know.
sure, for sure. Ronan know how to get in touch with you, right?
Yeah, he got my math. Ronan, could you give my math to Charlie Chan?
Yeah, I'll definitely be reaching out to you, brother.
All right, thank you, bro. Peace.
You have a blessed one, man. It's always a
You
pleasure.
too. Bye.
And Ronan, big homie, what you got for us, man? Ronan, you there? I don't think Ronan there. Y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat. Did I go down? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can go
No,
down.
we can hear you. You just ain't responding.
Oh, okay. He got a future wife and stuff like that, so he may be preoccupied. Um, but yeah, OTO, like I said, man, it's always a pleasure, man. I be wanting to tap in with you, but it's all I don't know. Like say you be around the world on different timelines, and I'm stuck in dusty hours, so it's
No, no,
hard
no.
to
We're
get to
more
the shit.
close now that I'm in Switzerland. So just hit me up. And then even when I'm in Thailand, I don't mind that,
Oh,
man. I'm not one person like my phone is off anyway. It's in the airplane mode when I'm asleep, so you'll never
that's
disturb
what's up.
me. So yeah, nah, you good.
That's some definitely valuable information because one thing I don't want to do is like say if you get into a bag, like I done had some brothers tell me, "Oh no, man, bro, I'll take off and we could try. You want to take off on my behalf? Charlie Chan will not have any parts in you taking any shows. I'll work around that, bro. Like get to the bag, man. That's what I'm a proponent of that, bro. Because I'm not gonna expect you to expect me not to get to my bag because you need something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
lead with that respect. You know what I mean? So shout out to you,
Nah, I
man.
appreciate
Always a
that.
pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Ronan, you back? Probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, man. What I want to say, man, is appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up tonight, man. Like the panel was fire tonight, man. Like bro, y'all be getting me into these trends to where I feel like it's illegal to close it down, bro. Because brothers go to cooking in the panel, saying things, and they cooking when they're saying things that I'm like, damn, that's giving me a different perspective. You know what I mean? That's giving me a different way of looking at things. Because when I pull up, I'm never pulling up as a person that knows it all and I could teach the whole world how to be one and stuff like that. No, bro. I'm just a student just as well as anybody else. It's just some students are on a higher level, some students are on a lower level. I just think I don't say my level is lower or higher. I'm just on a level. Some people are way higher than me. Shout out to Nagneezy. Shout out to OTO. Shout out to Ronan. Even shout out to what the hell Darnell. Them brothers be working on stuff that's out of my realm. And I know how to be a student a lot of times. Because if they're talking about something that I don't know about, I'm here to learn. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, Mr. Peppers in the building, man. A real one, man. You know what I mean? I really rock with Mr. Peppers. He one of the brothers that I literally met in real life. So when I say this thing of ours, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. So that being said, man, y'all tune in tomorrow. Let me see if I can put the what's the name in the chat again. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you haven't liked, man, hit the like, bro. It goes a tremendous way over here. Support to the people, everybody that just supported the work tonight. Listen, buying the coffee is much appreciated, but even hitting the like is much appreciated. Anybody that pulls up, man, and just show respect for the work, man, is appreciative over here, man. So you guys come along for the ride while we build this thing of ours. Even if you don't want to be a part of it, come along for the ride. That way you'll get a chance to see the growth and stuff like that. So with that being said, oh yeah, and tomorrow it's gonna be another 5-panel, man. The thumbnail's going to go crazy. I'm gonna try to drop that in the next 20 to 30 minutes, but the thumbnail's gonna go crazy, man. So hopefully we can get some engagement on that. But this is Charlie Chan with Charlie Chan TV, and we are
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out the travel corner, the undisputed global contender, TV. Yeah. Bell ring, ding. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the ring, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight moves, world in his hands. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Walk in the ring like Rio Carnival. Brazil nights, feel unstoppable. Boca Chica sand, tactical. Blue mall drip, fashionable. Oxy vibes, traveler excellence. Yacht life, waves that presence. Designer breakfast, elegance. Camera steady, intelligence. Mr. Flight still made it, turn setbacks into greatness. Every yell built patience, now the arena shaking. He don't throw punches, he throw punches. Left hook angles, confidence. Right hook at his dominance. Heavyweight grind, no nonsense. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the rain, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight move, world in his hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Carnival lights, championship. Brazilian nights, ownership. Ocean waves, that motion grip. Camera lock, no focus slip. Every vlog like title defense. Every upload makes silence tense. Algorithm can't stop the champ. He move global, no fence. Polo, fresh, clean, fit. Breakfast, views, lead, mix. We saying rounds, 3-minute clips. Every trip hit peak, metrics. He ain't loud, but the moves speak. From Island Heat to city streets. From turbulence to front row seats. Now the whole crowd on their feet. They doubted the vision, he tightened the gloves. They questioned the grind, he rose above. Now the lights flash bright, every city prime time. Every vlog prime time, yeah, prime time. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Main event across the land, yeah. From beachside sand to the stand. Heavyweight with the camera in hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Bell ring loud, he don't stand. World tour written in the plan. Undisputed, Travel Chan.